All right, okay, all right. How we doing, Giants family? Happy Wednesday to everybody. You're halfway through the week. I got an exciting show today. You see the thumbnail. One giant collab. I've been it's been almost a year since we got a chance to do something together. So I'm excited that tonight is the night that we get a chance to talk New York Giants ball, man. I'm not even gonna waste too much of your time. Also, all right, before we start though, let me know if the audio is good. Let me know if the visual is good. Go ahead and give me a thumbs up in the chat, or just say that I'm good in the chat, and we're gonna get into it. Shout out to everybody that's already in the building. We got 65 people already. Make sure you hit that like button. Let the algorithm know that we are in the building, and the algorithm will let other Giants fans know that we are in the building. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'm good. Thank you very much. So without further ado, the guest, the man of the hour, the 60-minute man. Pause. But the longest running, reigning Giants YouTube channel in the game. I can't even do it like he does it. I'm not going to try to do it like he does it. But I got my man Copizzle in the building. We're going to go ahead and do this right off the bat. Cop, what's going on, man?
Yes, sir.
How you doing?
You got to be smooth with it, Dash. It's got to
Go ahead,
flow
you do
out.
it. Go ahead, do it.
Longest running, reigning New York Giants channel in the whole dadgum game. All of it. Whole damn.
You know what I hear? I hear this.
I can't help it that I'm custom made.
Can't help it.
Can't help it. That
Can't help.
The Ric Flair, the
All with
Giants
the silver
community,
spoon in my mouth.
the macho man of the Giants community. Copizzle is in the building.
I love, and you were right. It's been about a year since we've done content, and it's just right that we get together again before the season gets kicked off.
Absolutely.
Here very soon and talk. I love Big Dash knows. I love his channel. I love him as a content creator. I think you make a lot of sense, Dash.
I appreciate that.
Now, I don't always agree with everything you say, but I think you have you come from it every single time in a sensible approach to me. Like you make sense. Some others don't make sense to me, but you make sense to me. Okay. And obviously you ain't got a green screen back there. That's the real deal behind you back there. And I appreciate a man that has a section of his home dedicated to the New York football Giants. Absolutely. But no, I'm excited. You know, the last time we chatted, we did a live stream. We were optimistic about a different reason. You know, we saw this from a different approach, and now months later, right? This is a whole new team. This is a whole new. I want to say a whole new team, but there's a lot of different moving parts, and I feel like now I'm more optimistic than ever.
Oh boy,
you know, but that doesn't necessarily mean everything's going to be easy, right? Doesn't mean everything's going to be, how I hope it will go. So, but I'm excited to have this conversation, mix it up with some other Giant fans in here, and just do this.
Listen, I'm happy to be here with you to talk New York Giants football. I was telling you backstage, I go into full cycles when it comes to the New York Giants. I'm optimistic before the season starts. Then I start getting my heart broken. Then I'm depressed and I'm mad and I'm angry. And then slowly the draft comes. I start getting excited again, training camp. And now I'm all the way, like you say, reeled in. Yeah. Right now I'm reeled in.
We have an addiction. And our drug of choice is the New York football Giants. That's just facts. I mean, it's just reality. I did the same thing, Dash. I mean, it's like August hits and I start buzzing all of a sudden. I start getting the shakes. And it's like, I don't even know why. Like, I don't even know why I'm feeling this way, But here we are. I'm gearing up. I'm getting ready. And you're right. There's optimism, and I think every team fan base in some way, shape, or form has optimism right now. I don't think that we aren't feeling anything different than any other fan base. Even a fan base that knows that their team's probably not going to be that good, they feel that way. And I'm with you too. It's like Heartbreak City if it doesn't go the way I think it should, But man, let me tell you what, Dash. I love that it's the Dallas Cowboys week 1. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I mean, I don't want it. I don't want to be teased. I want to go ahead and let me know. Go ahead and just let me know what the deal is.
Don't
Are
ease
we?
into it.
I don't ease into it. I want to get nasty right out the gate week 1. You know what I'm saying? Give me the Cowboys. I mean, the only other option would have been the Eagles for me. Yeah. But just go ahead and give me the Cowboys. Let me know. Let's go ahead and set the damn stage.
Yeah, I know you hate the Cowboys like I hate the Eagles. So yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy we can get this done week 1. Before the season came out, before the schedule came out, though, man, there was a time where I wanted the Titans first because that fan base was getting out of control. And then you realize, like, who the hell are the Titans in at the end of the day? Dallas, New York,
the last
Sunday
time we
night
went
football.
The last time we went to the playoffs, we started with the Titans.
That is a fact.
That game made us feel like we are back, you know. And I give me the Cowboys Sunday night football. I mean, I don't even I don't want it to be just a regular Sunday game. I want it on prime time. The whole world
want to get back. I definitely want to get back in prime time.
But if I'm going out, I might as well go out on prime time. You know what I'm saying? I mean, go ahead and build me all the way up. Don't even wait. Have all the games that day, right? And then it's like, we get to the main event of the day, which is Cowboys Giants. Everybody's watching, and it's like I got to sit there and either enjoy it or take it. It's like when we lost to them 40-0.
Yeah,
it's like, oh man, it's and you know what? I said this. I think I was having a conversation with you when they did that. They might as well just went ahead and fired Daboll right there. I mean, so you know what I'm saying? It never was the same since that after that game. It never was. They might as well just went ahead and just cleaned house right there because it was never the same.
Shout out to Don Divine with 1,000 jewels. I don't know the jewels set up yet, though. I don't know what that means exactly, but thank you for the love and support. I will figure out what the jewels mean. But it's a goat trophy is what it says. You know what the jewels mean? I don't know what the jewels
I don't know what that means either. But it sounds great.
Fantastic. Shout out to Don Divine. So we're gonna have a fantastic discussion. And just like always, when it comes to the chat, get involved. There's going to be some questions for you guys to answer as well. We do want to take the temperature in the room, of course. But I want to start off with a quick game of word association. Okay. I'm going to say a name. You're going to tell me the first word that comes to your mind. All right. First word.
Yeah.
And then, and you guys can do this as well in the comment section. I'm going to say a name. I just want to hear the first word. That's it. No sentences, just the first word. Bill Parcells.
Tough.
Okay. Tom Coughlin.
Strategic.
Okay, that's a good one. Mm-hmm. John Harbaugh.
Savior.
So we got tough, strategic, and savior. I like that. We got some top coaches here. Don says tough. And I wonder if he said it at the same time you did. Yeah. Stacy says the GOAT. Andre says great. Discipline says crowd.
Yeah,
I see a couple great good coach. Ruler is crazy. Ruler, leader. I like that. Second group of word association. And there's going to be a trend to this. We're going to walk right into the next topic after this. Phil Simms. First word. That way you can't cheat.
Hang on. Gritty.
Okay, I like that. All right. Eli Manning.
GOAT.
There go the GOAT. That's the GOAT right there. All right. Jackson Dart.
Aura.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Mm-hmm. Gritty, GOAT, and aura.
Yeah.
So we were talking backstage.
I'm gonna say the reason I say Sims is gritty is because he was getting his ass chewed out the whole damn time.
Oh, Parcells was.
It
was never good enough for Parcells.
No,
it was never good enough.
He had to be gritty. He had to be.
And he used to talk back to him too.
Yeah, I know. That's tough too. You could say both of them tough.
Rev says I agree to GOAT when you're talking about Eli.
Oh,
said he says competitive. Pete Weiner says
he had to. I would say he said that about Sims being competitive. I think that's what he said.
Okay, hold on. I got another one. My man Kevin Cox says 440 joules. Unk alert. He called us unks. Listen, I said, listen, I own it. Pizzle, you might not be in that unk status yet. I know I'm fully.
I'm knocking on the door for sure.
You're not gonna. Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
But you know what? The way these young cats are acting these days, I don't want to be part of that.
You don't want to be called.
No, I really don't want to be I don't want to be associated with them.
No, that's a fact. That's a fact. But we were talking backstage, man, and you brought up a great point comparison that you wanted to share with everybody here.
Yeah.
Talking about Coughlin, Eli, Harbaugh, Jackson Dart. Man, let the people know what we're talking about.
So this is part of the reasons why I wanted to do content with you, because I wanted to have this discussion, and I knew some great Giant fans would be in here with us. You know, this whole Dart Harbaugh thing has really got me reminiscing in some ways. Maybe I am maybe I'm a man with hope, right? Which is a dangerous thing. You give a man hope, it's just crazy. But a lot of this Harbaugh Dart thing makes me think about Coughlin and Manning. And I really feel like Giants football history often repeats itself.
Mm-hmm.
And, you've got Harbaugh basically on his second team, like Coughlin was. Coughlin had some success, or had some time in the NFC East. So did Harbaugh. Both quarterbacks are from Mississippi, or went to Mississippi,
mm-hmm.
right? You've got Manning, who had the support of the fan base because he had name recognition. But what Dart doesn't have the name recognition, but Dart plays a style that goes well with both the casuals, and it goes well with the hardcore football fan. So I think it gives an opportunity for the fan base to bond over.
Yeah.
You've got a defense that has young pieces, but also that veteran presence. Like I'm not saying Brian Burns is the equal to a Michael Strahan, but you have something similar to that, just like you had an OC and Abdul Carter could be something like that. I see a lot of similarities in this team dating back to when that Giants team started to piece together. But it took a few years before that team was able to accomplish what we all wanted them to accomplish, which is Super Bowl 42, right? And this is what I really, really want this Giant fan base to understand. And I'm really hopeful for this, Dash. This is a team that, although I would love for us to go and win the Super Bowl this season, we have to understand that this is more about a 5 to 7 year plan here. Where
you're preaching patience right now.
We've got to have a little bit of patience here, Dash, because I see what Harbaugh, I feel like Harbaugh is, and I'm not saying he's using Tom Coughlin's playbook, but I see some similarities here with what they have done with this team, right? With what they've done with this organization. But here's the thing. The year that the Giants did win Super Bowl 42, you had the fan base. Coughlin was on the hot seat, right? He even talks about, I saw an old clip where he took the team bowling during training camp, right? Trying to lighten the mood, right? Because he had that general presence about him, that where he was being real disciplined, which is what Harbaugh has kind of done with this training camp, where he's using all of the padded practice days. He's pushing on these guys hard, which I like, Dash. Last year they talked about it was like a retreat, right? Like it was almost like a country club kind of training camp.
That's what they call it.
You're not getting that this year, are you? You went to West Virginia. You went away from New Jersey, New York. Now you've come back, but it's been a physical training camp, right? How long does that last? Can that last 2-3 years before the players start to say, oh, Harbaugh's too tough. Harbaugh's too tough. And then the narrative starts to change, right? The narrative starts to change on Dart, just like it started to change on Manning, right? Before Manning was able to have the Super Bowl. One of the main reasons why I even joined YouTube in the first place back in 07 Dash was because somebody had to come on here and support this damn team. And I felt that they weren't getting the support that they needed. So which is why I came on here. I just see a lot of what's happening here, Dash, but this can't be a microwave. This is going back to the low and slow that we talked about a year ago, because we did a live, and you had said to me, and I'm not saying this as in a way of Dash didn't know what the hell he was talking about. You said that Dart needed to be a low and slow kind of approach, right?
Like a brisket.
And we just needed to have Russell Wilson out there getting his ass whooped the whole damn time. Well, that didn't last long. Dash. They rolled Dart out there, and next thing you know, it's blue tint this. Now all of a sudden the blue tint damn thing is such a discussion. The man hasn't even played a year's worth of damn season. He hadn't even played a year's worth. I think we were talking about backstage. I think he started like 12 games. The man is still technically a rookie in my eyes. And we need to treat him still as such. But this ain't a microwave dinner, this whole team, this whole organization. We've went through too many bad years that we as a fan base, I can't, you saw me that day when I was doing that live stream with Patty the Batty, she was on, and I was trying to tell her, Dash, I was saying the media needs to chill out, because I know what happens if Dart goes out there and struggles. What's going to happen, Dash?
I didn't want you to be right. I didn't want you to be right.
If Dart struggles the first month of the season, they're going to start talking about all the stuff that happened in the offseason. And then the Carter thing is going to come into play. And then all this thing's going to start, it's a house of cards, and it's falling off.
To your point. To your point. What happened this past week? Well, what happened in training camp when he was struggling in training camp? That was all the story. It was all the story. The offense looked shaky.
That too, and the preseason game too. The man took one shot. That's it.
Yeah.
He took one shot. He got speared like Roman Reigns at the 50-yard line, right? My boy Tyron Tracy, who I'm a fan of, completely missed the block. And you know what? I'm glad Harbaugh said, we ain't doing that bullshit. We're getting Najee in here, right? We're not doing, and I love that. I love it. Even if I'm a Tracy guy,
he gonna get to that.
I know. I know we are. That's why we got all night long.
We got some time.
But we got
warm it up.
We outside. We outside. But the point is just a little. He goes to the tent, and all of a sudden, it's a story all over the national. And I'm like, big deal. Like, he got sacked. He didn't bang his head. They just did it. I think they just did it out of precautionary, But now it's this big story, and now he's getting asked questions. He's confused, and it's like, what the hell's going on here? Like, why is this even an issue? Why is this even a debate? I don't get that. So that's something I'm interested in hearing you about. But you see what I'm saying? The Dart thing, he still needs time, Dash. We're his second head coach, right? Manning obviously had Coughlin from the jump, and that was a long-standing relationship. I need this fan base. I know Dart's going to start, but I wish that we could go back and say, you know what? This is the true rookie year for Dart. This is, to me, the true rookie year, in the fact that he's got a brand new coach. We know this guy can win. We know Harbaugh can win. He's changing things up, right? I like what he's done. I like that he's brought discipline and physicality to our training camp and to our team. Dash, would you not agree with me on, I was watching the game, or I was watching the preseason game, and this team, to me, agree or disagree, I felt like there's a physicality and a size difference to this team like never before. We just seem like a bigger team.
The Giants got giants, is what you're saying.
That's what I'm saying.
There's some giants on the Giants.
But it just seems like we have been a smaller team in the last, and it's like I'm sitting here, and of course I know all these guys, right? Because I've been watching these guys come in and out, and I'm like, man, these some big ass boys on the field for us. The linemen, everybody, Dash, the linebackers. This has to be the biggest set of linebackers that we've had in a long time. Pause. But you know what I'm saying? I mean, can you understand where I'm coming from?
Listen. Again, I understand the preaching of patience, and there is a certain level of patience that some people will have. Some people, not everybody, and you already know. It's not going to be everybody.
How can we get there? How can we, as a fan base?
So I'm gonna ask you this question. Okay. I'm gonna ask you this question, right? When you say some patience, obviously you want to be competitive right away. Are you talking about as far as wins and losses, or are you talking about how it looks on the field? Just so
for the last 10 years, Dash, every season, somebody's head has been the next one on the chopping block.
Got you. Okay.
I'm saying, Dash, can we just put the chopping block away just for a second? Let's just put it away. And let's just take and look. I don't want we don't need to be drafting the top 5 again. Obviously, Dash. We don't need to be drafting top 5. If you're a casual and you want a top 5 draft pick, you may enjoy that. But as a team, I'm saying an 8-9 season, which is not what I want. But if we get that, doesn't mean that someone's head needs to roll. Okay,
I'll say this: once you get what you think is the franchise quarterback, I don't want to be picking in the top 10, top 5 anymore after that. Once I got the guy, you want to pick that high to get your guy.
Do you think we got the guy
to this year? What, like if I had to bet on it, I would say yes. But I still want to sit here and see what happens this year too, so I can be. He got all the makings.
But there's going to be 2 issues that's going to trouble him. Number one is the health issue, and even if he's not healthy, even if he is healthy, they're going to make it a story, Dash. Yeah. It's going to be a constant story.
Yeah.
They can't even get out of one freaking preseason game without it being a story. And then the second thing is there's still going to be some struggles because this team is we are trying to Harbaugh's trying to flip this whole organization.
Yeah.
And with flipping comes struggles. Just bottom line. I think what we're getting ready to go down, what road we're getting ready to go down, Dash, is the most roller coaster season of that we have seen in a long time for Giant fans. And what I mean by that is, like, we might go out and beat the Cowboys week 1 and then just get squashed by the Rams. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, holy hell. Like, because, I mean, as Giant fans, we beat the Cowboys. We'll tell everybody, oh, we're back. Like, this is like, we'll be talking about like it's the Knicks. You know, it'll be like we're going to win it all, which rightfully so. We are hungry to say that, right? We are desperate to say that. We as a fan base are so passionate. We want that so bad. But there's no question that this team, secondary, even a guy like Arvell Reese, who I freaking love, Dash, I think he's going to be amazing. These guys are going to have growing pains. I'm sorry. Like, they're going to have moments where they do well and they do poor. Right. But I even saw some content creators they've got guys playing one preseason game and they're already writing them off. You know, Maui, like he was okay. He struggled a little bit, but all of a sudden it's like, well, I don't know if he should be playing guard. It's one preseason.
You know what? That's funny. I did see that. I saw it was a non-Giants fan though that mentioned that, saying, "Oh, you draft him as a tackle, why'd you put him in that guard?" And I was like, you know what? When they're non-Giants content creators, I take it a little bit with a grain of salt sometimes. But I'm gonna get to the super chat real quick from my man Tuto. Shout out to Tuto in the building. He says, "Massive salutes to Big Dash and Pizzle Kings of New York Giants. Greetings from me and all of my 4 sons in Princeton. Great New York Giant live stream show as always. Cheers, lad." Shout out to my man Tuto, man, stateside in Jersey. Enjoying your family, man. How you doing? But to get to that point where
which I think they may have drafted him with the intent of being maybe a right tackle, and they just put him in guard right now.
Well, when you re-sign Jermaine Illuminor and you take Maui Noah, that you Maui Noah was the right tackle, and then as soon as you sign Jermaine Illuminor, it's like it makes sense because he's projected to be also an outstanding guard. Yes. So if he's a guard for the next 2 years until Illuminor gets a little bit older, or they do a swap or something like that, I'm ready for that too. But a lot of the other people say, you know what? Yes, he was a top tackle in college, but he can be an all-pro at guard. And when they talk about the game last week, there was a lot of good. It was way more good than bad in that game.
But what I'm saying though, Dash, is the man has the right as a rookie. No matter where he was drafted, he has the right to mess up this season without being said he's a bust. Okay.
Yeah.
And as Giant fans, I understand Evan Neal is there, and that's a sore subject for us, right? I understand that Eric Flowers was there, and that's a sore subject for us. But I'm a believer in what Harbaugh is trying to do. I got to be honest. Some of them other guys that we got as coaches, the Shermers of the world, I didn't know if I really believed in them, Dash. Like, I wanted to, even Dable, like, I was kind of like, you had Josh Allen, you kind of the hot little thing. And, I like the fact you were with Saban for a period of time, but, I didn't know. And I definitely didn't like the Hard Knocks stuff where, when we had the offset that hard, I didn't like his presence. I didn't like how he was. But
Okay.
nevertheless, Hardball, I'm a fan of both the Hardballs. I mean, I think the brothers are great, right? I think they are football. And so to me, I want whatever Hardball wants to do, I'd say let him have it. I mean, if I was in the building right now, Dash, and Hardball said, "Let's paint this damn thing pink," I'd say, "Paint it pink, boys." I mean, whatever the man wants to do, I'm good with doing it. You know what I'm saying?
The thing that makes me the most comfortable when it comes to Hardball is the pedigree, like you said, and it's not just him. It's his brother, and it's his father's a coach. He comes from a long line of football guys, just football guys, period. And he has that track record. When you saw Shermer, when you saw McAdoo, when you saw Joe Judge, Brian, like they didn't have that same pedigree. No Super Bowls,
The Judge thing was like, not Parcells, Belichick,
Yeah.
We tried to do that, we tried to do the hot little thing with McAdoo, I think the Shermer thing was like, that's last minute. We didn't have any options. Dable, we tried. We tried.
Yeah. We gave him the shot. He was coach of the year. And then it just, when they went to follow up, there was no follow through.
The Cowboys lost 40-0.
That's exactly what happened too. And a lot of people bit the dust. Tuto with another super chat. He says, Big Dash, if head coach want to make physical statement on the pitch, please ask him to sign me up. I guarantee I'll deliver his message clearly. I'm very sure I'll get suspended or fined, but I'll make his mark. He'll never forget. Yeah, listen, Tuto, I believe that. Shout out to all the rugby players out there. Shout out to the Italian team too, man. My man Tuto. And also, man, I see a lot of other Giants content creators in the chat. You guys know who you are. I don't want to say names because if I forget somebody, I'm gonna get blamed. So it's a lot of those guys out there. Make sure you guys subscribe to those channels as well, huh?
Yeah, there's a lot of good Giants.
Oh yeah, I see all the names, man. I see all the Mr. 11-6 is in the building. Definitely got to give him a shout out. My man Big Lou with the 11-6. T-Time, what's going on with the $1.99 super chat? Says
little baby dog whistle.
There you go. Big Dash Giants ball. Let's go. Listen, yeah, little baby doll. I had to figure it out.
I don't want to forget this. It's an honor for some of these good content creators to be in here watching right now. It means a lot to me.
It does,
because they are great content creators. So, absolutely. I love that they're here.
Now, I appreciate the love and support as always, man. And like I said, I like to shine some light, man, because some other places they don't get the shine that they deserve, and there's a lot of guys out here that deserve that. I got one more icebreaker before we get into the next subject I want to go to. Just give me in the chat as well. Give me your Mount Rushmore, New York Giants.
Oh God, Dash,
we breaking hearts, man. We're breaking hearts. I'll tell you while you're thinking.
I can do this. Okay. Dash. I don't need you to hold my damn hand. I can do this, Dash. Growing up as a kid, there was kids that loved Michael Jordan, Ken Griffey, Brett Favre. Lawrence Taylor was my guy.
Absolutely.
So Lawrence Taylor has to be on that list for me.
On my list.
I hate doing this, Dash, because there's so many great Giants. Eli has to be on there for me. I mean, my God, my kid's middle name is Eli, for crying out loud. So it's got to be Eli. Shit. I hate to say this too, Dash, because it's going to make me sound like a casual. Strahan has to be on there for me. Okay. I don't know why, when the Super Bowl happened and he got the sack on Brady and did the flex thing, I became emotional about that. I don't know why. He's just my dude for some reason.
So we 3 for 3.
I mean,
3 for 3. We 3 for 3. Our fourth is probably going to be different.
Who's your fourth?
It's Carl Banks for me. Carl Banks for me.
I like Carl.
I wore 58 and Pop Warner because of Carl Banks.
You know who my first Giant jersey was?
Oh boy,
Rodney Hampton. I'm not saying he's on my Mount Rushmore, but I'm gonna put.
Listen, man. Hey, if it is, it is. My first jersey.
No, it's not.
Okay, all right. My first jersey was Dave Brown. Let that sink in.
Woo!
Let that sink in.
That's rough right there, Dash.
Oh
man,
they let me have it in school too.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say it, and I know I'm gonna get shit for this, but whatever. Tiki.
All right. I'm not mad at that.
I love Tiki Barber, Dash.
I'm not mad at that at all. I'm not mad at that at all.
I love.
Let's see where we at.
Tiki Barber to me is the greatest running back that has ever wore a New York Giants uniform, and I'll
get no argument for me.
I'll stand behind that all day long.
No argument at all. Tyrone Halls with the $2 super chat says, for all the G-men in the chat, salute. Appreciate that. Anthony Cherry with the $2 super chat. No comment, just showing some love and support in the chat. All right, I'm going to see what some other people say.
They're saying because I have to say it because Tiki gets it's because the Super Bowl though. He was talking shit about Eli, and but I just Dash. I've met. Can I just tell this quick story? I know you're going through. I've met celebrities. I've met athletes. I'm gonna sound sus here when I say this. When I met LT a couple years ago, and I was at a card show, and he was there, and he was signing, and I went to stand beside him, and I physically couldn't stop fucking shaking, Dash. Like my body had just lost. And I'm not saying like it was weird. It's just like
I get it. I
feel like I could. He was standing beside me, and like I've got a picture of, and it's just like I just couldn't control what was going on. Like like most time I've got composure. Most time I'm smooth. Most time I can just talk to anybody. But he was just his presence. It's like that aura. It's just I couldn't get it together. You know what I'm saying? So, anyways, I just want to say that makes me if that makes me sound sus, whatever. But my point being that LT was my everything.
You talking about the greatest?
It's so funny.
Defensive player ever.
It's so funny when you hear like all the negative and bad stories and hear my little goofy butt was as a kid loving me some LT, and the man is doing some crazy things with
outrageous.
I love the story of him not even knowing that a game they didn't even know. I think it was a Sunday night or a Monday night game. And he showed up in like the second quarter. He didn't even know they were playing, but he saw the lights on and was wondering what the hell was going on. I love him.
That's crazy. Well, hangovers. Hangovers will do it. Midday hangovers too.
Yeah. There's a lot of good ones. Bavaro, McConkey, Otis Anderson, Juice, Carson, Banks. We've got some amazing New York Giant players, like in our history, Dash. Like our organization, like this is why I can't stand that we've been a losing organization, because to me, there's nothing greater in all of sport. I'm a huge sports fan. There's nothing greater in all sports than the New York Giants franchise. I mean, when you think about the historic players that we've had, the history of football, I feel like runs through the New York Football Giants. We're one of the original teams of the National Football League. The colors, the history, the how we even became of how the Maras bought the franchise for $500, and there's just so much great history that we belong back to the pinnacle of the football world.
It's funny that you say that. All that Giants history. I was just watching the first Super Bowl. I was watching it with my son.
Which one?
The Broncos.
Okay, Super Bowl 21.
Versus Broncos. Yeah. And I was telling my son, I said, you wouldn't have a Gatorade bath without the New York Giants. And also the talk about it, right? And then also you wouldn't have. I'm going to Disneyland or Disney World, I should say. I'm going to Disney World without the Giants saying it first. Phil Simms. Yeah, little bit of history when it comes to the New York Giants. The football is named the Duke after who? Yeah, come on, man.
And by the way, almost every Super Bowl that the Giants have played in has been almost damn near legendary. I mean, the best of the best games, right? I still think Super Bowl 42, after all these years, is still the greatest Super Bowl of all time. Maybe I'm biased, but the situation of the Pats being 18-0, and our team being what we were, and then they go and do it against. I mean, I love Super Bowl 25. Right, Whitney Houston's national anthem in that game is arguably the greatest national anthem ever sung. When they play that at like random little events, like I'm
now if you go watch it on YouTube. You watch it right now. She's singing. The fighter
She's
jets go over.
Yeah,
What?
it's spectacular.
Yeah,
Cold
man.
War going on, and it doesn't even matter. The
Football.
New York Giants, man. It's
American
there's
football, right?
There's so much history about this organization. Oh man, and someone just said Jesse Armstead. God, I love Jesse Armstead.
Yeah, I love
too.
Jesse Armstead too. Shout out to 98.
Jesse, I love Jesse Armstead, dude. Man, in that game they played the Ravens. Guys like him, man. I wanted those dudes to win so bad. Ron Dixon, you know, has the punt, has the kick return for a touchdown, and man, Kerry Collins. I mean,
I still enjoy seeing Jesse Armstead on the sideline now.
I do too.
I do too. Don't nobody else look like Jesse Armstead. You could point. I don't know anybody else look like Jesse Armstead.
I know that LT comes around every once in a while, but like, and I hate the Cowboys, but I love that Michael Irvin, like, is still there, pumping up and down. And it's like the Giants. We should have guys on the sidelines that are like, you know, like this. And I know Strahan's a little Hollywood now. You know, he's got the TV thing. I get it. Like,
you
know, LT is going to do his own thing, whatnot. But I don't know, man. I love when I see old Giant players. I'm glad that Eli's still a part of the organization in a capacity, right? Tiki obviously is doing the radio thing, and he's out there. I just saw Jeremy Shockey the other day on damn JJ just brought him up on the on Shannon Sharp's thing, and I'm sitting there thinking like, and I love Jeremy Shockey, and he's sitting there talking about all you know, some Giant stuff, and he's a memorable player too.
Yes.
Jason Sehorn. I love Jason Sehorn. I mean, he had one of the greatest interceptions in playoff history.
You know what's crazy about? I got a story for Jason Sehorn. I used to live in the Bay Area, right? Jason Sehorn's from Northern California. There's a section of Giants fans in Northern California because of Jason Sehorn. Yeah.
That interception that he had against the Eagles, it to me is still one of the greatest interceptions of all time. I mean, he's playing, he's tipping the ball all over the damn place, picks it up, runs it back. I loved Amani Toomer, loved him. I love all these. I love them just ran it off. I don't even know if I don't know if he's talking about Keith. Hold on Hamilton was BS still. Oh, okay, I got it. Keith. I love Keith Hamilton. The Hammer, by the way. Yeah. Lou Pettigrew. I was a big fan of him.
There was a whole bunch of them.
Brandon Jacobs.
I remember Lou Pettigrew because I couldn't pronounce his name seeing it. Like his how he spelled it and how you say his name wasn't the same. I remember that.
Yeah.
I want to go to two real quick. I'm gonna go to two of those 99 super chat. It says Big Dash. There are only 2 Giants matches against the boys, losers in the season, and I'll volunteer to play for free. And I'll promise to cripple Barkley on the first hit. I'll manhandle Jalen Hurts on every snap, mate. How do you still got this much energy, Tudo, after playing the whole season of rugby? I don't know. T-Tom's making fun of my Dave Brown jersey.
That's rough. Honestly, listen, Dash. That's a you know,
there's a story. There's a story.
I gotta hear this.
Flea market, right? I'm a kid. Flea market.
Yeah.
I'm a Giants fan. Kid. I don't got no money in my pockets. You
got nothing.
Jersey was on sale at the flea market for $20. $20. I was probably 11 at the time, maybe. The jersey was probably like a 3X. Bought it anyway. Wore it to school. Thought it was going to be fantastic. Wore it to school and got teased the entire day. Never wore the jersey again.
You know what?
Wore it once. That's it.
That's one thing. I've been out of school for 20 plus years now. That's one thing I miss about school is wearing Giants jerseys. Not that I wore them every day, but I used to. Man, when I got a brand new Giants jersey, oh, you couldn't tell me shit. I mean, when
that's why I got issues with Giant jerseys now. Like, I don't buy jerseys, right? The last jersey I bought was a Tiki Barber jersey, and that might have been in like 2000, 2001 when I bought that jersey.
You know what
that's the last jersey I bought.
You know the last jersey I bought?
What's up?
The last jersey I bought was for my wife, baby doll, which was her first ever jersey, which was an Odell Beckham.
Oh, oof, okay.
And he's back. So, and
guess what?
Did you
hold on to it?
We held on. We held on to it, Dash.
Okay.
Just don't throw nothing away. There's Giants on it. I mean, but which, by the way, I want to talk about. Can I talk about Odell for a second?
Yeah, go ahead.
I didn't want Odell to come back.
Uh-oh.
I was still salty about Odell.
Okay.
I didn't like how it all ended.
True
And
flowers.
I wasn't even one of these people that rooted against Odell. Now, if he would have been on the Cowboys, Eagles, Commanders, I'd have rooted the hell. I'd never. I just kind of watched from afar and thought, yeah, there's Odell. Whatever team he was on, right? Dash. These last few weeks, I'm hooked.
Yeah.
I love it. I am OBJ on board again. You know what I'm saying? I had bought like way back. OBJ is like one of the players that I didn't even, he had like a store. He had like his own little store, like a website or something. And I was buying damn OBJ merchandise, like OBJ t-shirts, OBJ dress socks, like OBJ, all kinds of shit, Dash. And I'd put that stuff away. And like all of a sudden now stuff's coming back out. Like I'm just out here wearing it. And like, and I'm just, I watch him in the preseason, and Dash, it's not that I needed to see the man get torn down, but who he has been as a player, right? At one point, he was probably the most electric player in all of damn NFL, right? I mean, at one time, he was talked about as one of the best receivers. And here he is in the preseason game this past weekend, playing late in that game, Dash, fighting for a spot on this team.
Yeah.
And there's something about that, which obviously they let Juju go, which I kind of felt like that was going to happen.
Hold on. We got this comment right here. We got an Eagle fan in here, right?
Yeah. Well,
it says OBJ is watched. Hold on. I got something for the trolls every time. The people that watch the lives already know what I'm about to do here. This is what I do for those.
Get away from me, you crumb. You're a real crumb bum. Put that on camera. You're a crumb bum, the three of you. And you're a crumb creep coward.
That's what I call it. That's what I do.
Crumb bum. And look,
crumb bums.
Here's what he doesn't understand. I'm not expecting OBJ to be a 1,000-yard receiver. I don't Dash. It's just something. There's a feel good story here to me. The fact that he's fighting for something, right? That's one of the reasons why I like Darius Slayton, because the man took a pay cut to stay a part of the team and continue to fight, continue to work. OBJ has come back from all that he was a superstar, and he's fighting for a roster spot here. And I feel like having a guy like him around players like, first of all, Neighbors, and Fields, who are still young guys, he's literally a cheat code. He's a cheat sheet for these guys, and say, listen, I've been here, I've done this. I've lived this life that you're living and getting ready to live. This is how you need to do it, how you don't need to do it. I think there's something about that is important, Dash, long term for this organization, right? Even if OBJ is just a 1-year thing, right?
Yeah.
But having that 1 year with Neighbors and Fields, to me, is so beneficial for the long term of this organization, because the man was at the mountaintop. He came back down. He's trying to go back up, right? And I think he's probably fighting, because wasn't he going through some money issues or something like that? But I'm sure he's trying to get a paycheck, right?
Yeah.
Which I'm all for it if it helps the New York Football Giants.
It's been reported.
I don't care about his person. Yeah, I don't care about his person.
Yeah, me neither. But I want to say, to your point too, man, the whole feel-good story about it. Like, I love it that it's a feel-good story, but also it's a little bit more because he actually can help the team, like you were saying. Like, he can actually go out there and help the team. And I think last week,
the field.
Yeah. Because my main point was this. I was like, before we got Odell in the building, I'm like, you got Malik Neighbors, but there's nobody else in that room that can talk to Malik Neighbors. You know what I mean when I say grab him up, say, hey, give him some instructions, some help, some pointers and stuff like that. He's not listening to him. You get somebody like Odell Beckham in the building, and to your point, been through it all. ACLs too, fighting back from injuries, all that other stuff. You have a perfect example, or I would say like a mentor for Malik Neighbors, and he's matured too. And that's one thing a lot of people have said, like, he's so different now. well, that's what life will do to you. Life will humble you real quick. And I do believe he got humbled, but also I like the storyline with his son too, saying that he's not just doing it for himself, he's also doing it for his son. He said one quote he had was, my son knew who I was. He saw, well, he read about and watched who I was. I want him to see who I am now, that I can still do something. So I'm hoping, listen, I'm praying and hoping that Odell, obviously they're just not going to give it to him. If he's going to be on this team, he's going to earn it.
Which I appreciate that too, right, Dash?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
I appreciate that because we are not an organization that should be giving anything to anybody, right? I think also for OBJ, I think it's a great thing if you go out there and you earn it too. And to the point about Neighbors, if Neighbors is willing to listen, this can absolutely be a big brother, little brother situation. They both went to LSU too.
Yep.
Don't forget about that. I mean, they have literally walked this path, the same pathway to the New York Football Giants. Neighbors is a star, and OBJ's been that for this team, and so and then you add in the Fields too, right? I know Fields is a different type of receiver, but you can learn from him as well. OBJ can give him plenty of advice. Having a veteran in there, not just encouragement, but watching tape, right, Dash? I mean, you're watching tape, you're learning, about the New York media, right? I mean, Neighbors is the kind of guy that I could see him, could be a short fuse, right? I mean, he gets asked the wrong question, and then all of a sudden things get turned sideways. And you could have a Beckham there to help Neighbors say, "Hey, listen, this is how we need to kind of deal." And that's why I think I'm all aboard what Harbaugh's doing, because I think Harbaugh knows this.
Yeah, of course. We know what Harbaugh got to know it. Yeah,
it's not Joe. Joe Shane, I don't think knows this. Harbaugh's the one that made these damn signings, right? All of these damn. I mean, Shane is he's just on the leash right there with Harbaugh's bottom line.
He in the passenger seat. That's what you're saying. He in the passenger seat.
Harbaugh is the owner and he's the damn dog. Okay, he's getting walked right now. All right, so there's no question to me that Harbaugh understands what he's doing. And look, they brought in he beat Juju out. That's something. Yeah. That's something, right? And
so we're in. Like I said, we're talking about wide receivers.
I know. I got
a couple super chats before that I want to get to.
Go ahead, because we're going to talk about this one too.
Oh yeah. Shout out to Atlantic JM. He says, I have a Jameis Winston jersey hanging on my wall just because of the touchdown reception against the Lions. As soon as it happened, I bought the jersey. So you out here just spending money, JM.
And by the way, Winston, and of course this is pre-Harbaugh. I think he is such a great pairing with Dart.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
I love those guys together.
Absolutely.
Love them.
The Chiefs Way with the $5 super chat says, remember the Great Dane, talking about Ron Dane. Kind of a bust though.
Yeah, because they overrated him because he was a Heisman winner.
You know who was more of a bust than Dane? Tyrone Wheatley. But we could that's a story for another. Actually, we're not even bringing it.
I thought Ron Dane did fine. I thought he was fine. The Thunder and Lightning, by the way, the aesthetics of the uniforms and Giant Stadium playing on grass.
Yeah.
That to me, when I watch that shit, Dash, I got to stay away from my wife because it makes me want to.
That's
you know what I'm saying? I mean, when I see that stuff, I'm like, listen, honey, you got to go. You got to go home. You got to go home somewhere, because you can't be around me right now.
And then here we go right here. T-Tom says, give Slayton up. Play the music, Dash. Hey.
Listen.
Okay, hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. No, so we kind of talked about the wide receiver room. We talked about Neighbors. Absolutely. We talked about Odell. You kind of talked about Fields a little bit earlier. We could talk about him, a little bit later. But we have to have this Slayton conversation.
Sure.
This is one conversation I gave up. Last year was my last year of the whole Slayton conversation. I backed him, and then I fell on my face in the season. Copizzle, you are still 10 toes down to Darius Slayton. Absolutely. And let the people know why you feel the way that you feel.
I mean, I commented on an Instagram video you did last week about Slayton. I mean, because I think you guys are overblown with the damn drops. You guys stay on this man about his. First of all, Dash, do I want Mooney and Austin, to make the, do I want them to make the team and be successful, or Barrios? Yeah, I do, but they're not. Those guys were not drafted by the New York Football Giants. They have came from other places and failed, and they let them walk out of the building and go elsewhere. Slayton has been with this Giants organization from the jump. In my opinion, as a Giants fan, we should support him on the simple fact that he has been with this organization and only this organization. Once a Giant, always a Giant. Dash, he's a 5th round draft pick.
Yes, sir.
How much more value? I mean, he is. I know the argument is going to be like, well, he's getting paid a big portion of the pie now. I understand that argument, but that doesn't have anything to do with anything, because at the end of the day, if they're going to pay him that's what the going rate was for Slayton. Dash. That's just reality. The man can run routes. Okay. I understand he's dropped the ball. The Commanders drop, because that one seems to be Dash.
Yeah. That was a big one.
That's not an easy catch.
Which one? He dropped 2.
No, it's the one in the end zone. The one in the end zone.
Oh, yeah.
The one in the end zone.
Okay.
I would argue that Evan Ingram had more drop issues than Darius Slayton did, or has. Evan Ingram frustrated me more than Darius Slayton does. Darius Slayton, let me tell you, no, and by the way, Darius Slayton had a season where he literally played the season hurt. I mean, he was hurt the whole damn year, and he busted his butt and maintained. Okay. So, on top of that,
I got a quick story, right? Because you said you compared him to Evan Ingram.
I'm just saying that Evan.
No.
Has frustrated me more.
I just wanted to, and we're talking about drops, just disappointing drops. I remember the New York Giants playing in Philadelphia with a chance to beat the Philadelphia Eagles. Daniel Jones dropped that ball in the bucket for Evan Ingram. In the bucket,
yes.
And I remember after that, he dropped it. Ultimately, we ended up losing. And I remember it was a feeling that I never felt before in my life. I was trying to explain it to my wife. She was like, that's heartbreak. That's what that is, heartbreak. And I will say this, as bad as Darius Slayton's drops have been, I never felt that. Like, I've been mad, but I've never been heartbroken for Darius Slayton.
I never have either.
But he's pissed me off, and he gets paid to catch the ball. Piss.
Okay. But let me say this. I understand the writing is on the wall. I got it. Fields is coming. I mean, anybody that is a Slayton supporter like myself, the writing is on the wall. Fields is coming. And look, we haven't had a very good. When's the last time we had a very big physical receiver that was productive?
I don't even want to say the name. I
don't want to say the name. Say it.
I don't want to say
it because I know it's the name you say it.
Is Plaxico.
Yeah.
It's Plaxico.
It's been that damn long. The man shot himself in the damn leg, Dash. And we ain't had one like him since. I mean, I remember Ramses Barden being on the team and thinking like, oh, this is it. This is the new thing. And it didn't work.
We compared every tall wide receiver to Plaxico.
Oh, Collins last year in the preseason, I said, oh, this is it. Here we go. And it didn't work. Man, we're number 0 out there. And I mean, Bo Collins, same thing. He just got cut. And I'm sitting there and I'm looking at Fields. And of course, he had to go. Kenny Golladay, Dash.
That's
another one that I said, oh, here we go. That's Plaxico to Eli right there. That's Daniel Jones's Plaxico. There it is. Didn't work. Brandon Marshall didn't work. And here we go again. We're getting Fields. And of course, I'm a Slayton supporter, but that doesn't mean that I'm going to root against Fields. Okay. When they said his name, I swear to you, Dash, I swear to you, because I wasn't making content. When they said his damn name, Dash, I said, oh shit, my boy's in trouble. I knew the moment they drafted him that he was in trouble. So I understand, but here's my point. So let me advance. So I'm watching the first preseason game. Dart scrambling around, right? He's looking, looking. And then who the hell does he find in the back of the end zone over there in the court? Who does he find? Slayton's worst nightmare is who he finds. And that's Fields. And I knew immediately. I said, oh, hell, there's no point in me even going on YouTube tonight because I already know what they're going to be saying. I already know what they're saying on Twitter. I already know what's happening. Fields, WR2. That's what I know. I know they're already, and I'm sure you said it too. And, yeah, but my point here's my thing, Dash. Fields, historically, rookie receivers have had a tough time getting going. Now, recent years, receivers are coming out of college much more polished, and they're much more ready-made players. I don't know if that's the 7-on-7 world we live in now, but receivers are better coming out of college. But years ago, it would take a rookie receiver to get going for a little bit. I mean, you think about it. Yeah. Was Harrison Jr. really great? Has he been great for the Cardinals?
He's looking like a bust right now, man.
But that's what I'm saying. But coming out, he was
he was better than Leak is what they said.
That's what they said. That's what they said.
You, Arizona.
And so, and again, who knows? I mean, that's a tough team to be on, right? Arizona's a tough team for someone like him to be on. Tough for Jeremiah Love too. So, but my point being is going back to the low and slow. I think you got to be low and slow with Fields, right? Which means you've got to have Slayton out there in receiver too for the time being. You have to, Dash. You can't just rush Fields out there. He's got to take some time to figure it out. Do we want, as an organization, as a franchise, a quarterback who's still learning this game, have a guy out there that is a rookie? Now, in the red zone, sure, right? Throw it up to the big man, catch it. We really want that just yet? Are we ready for that? Or we need a veteran presence? And look, it's like Pete says right there. Slayton's making too much money not to be out there. He's making too much money. He has to be out there. That's what Giant fans need to go ahead and realize, that Darius Slayton is your receiver too right now. It's you're going to have to accept that. Now, Fields is going to see action. He's going to see action. Maybe Beckham makes the team. He's going to see action, right?
Yeah.
You know, Austin. You know, is Austin going to see action? What is? I mean, is Neighbors for sure go week 1?
That's what we're waiting for.
That's what we're waiting for.
Well, first I'm gonna get the Jays because we got a Mark Holmes reference. We know how much you love Mark Holmes too, man.
Yeah,
you one of your favorite people out there.
He
says Copizzle is reaching Mark Holmes Dak levels with Darius Slayton.
Yeah. And that's fine, Jay. That's fine, Jay.
Hey,
that's fine. I used to think Norris Moss was good. Okay, I've been down this road before. Okay, I'd said the same thing. Oh, he's going to be just like his brother Santana. Never happened.
Hey, are you familiar with Papa Joe? This is Joseph Wilcox. I call him Papa Joe. He says, "Love my Giants, 66 years now and still going." Shout out to the
Love
OG.
that.
Shout out to Papa Joe, man.
I've been a Giants fan for 30 years, and I think that's long. 66 years?
66 years. And going strong. T-Time with the $1.99 super chat says, Piz loyalty to Slayton needs to be studied. So some people.
I think he reminds me, I'm sorry, but he reminds me of like Amani Toomer and Ike Hilliard. That's what he reminds me of. That was the time period when Dash, before OBJ, and I'm sorry, before Plaxico. Before Plaxico, who was the greatest receiver before the Giants, before Plaxico?
I mean, you could say, like, it was around the same time. It was Toomer, though. Toomer was putting up those numbers.
When was Toomer ever top 10? And that's what I'm pointing.
Never.
The Giants organization never had this receiver that was like the best in the league. We've never had that.
Because even with Toomer being who he was never. Yeah, they weren't. And I mean, for us,
for us, but it was the same damn thing. It's like, hey, man, y'all need to stop sleeping on Hakeem Nicks. But
now,
nobody ever took him serious.
Just so we're clear here, because I see a lot of people in the comments talking about Bavaro. They talk about Manahan, Nixon. We're talking about how they were viewed around the
out of
league, not
review,
just
yes.
not just for Giants, man.
I'm
not
not
just
saying,
for Giants. Yeah.
Giant fans, we live in our own world, but I'm talking about like the whole NFL. You know, Emmitt Smith, he's not like, I don't think he's the greatest running back of all time, but he's got all the rushing yards. But Cowboy fans, if you talk to them and you talk around people rank him as one of the best running backs of all time. And I disagree with that. But, you know, a guy like Tiki Barber, for example, never got any love. He never got any play from national media about being a great running back. He was an all-purpose back. And that was crazy to me. But we've had receivers that have been on this team, and there's only been like two that's ever really got national notoriety as being like the best. And that was, to me, Plaxico and OBJ. Your Victor Cruzes of the world, Hakeem Nicks of the world, Amani Toomer, they never got, in my opinion, national, like, oh, they're top 10, you know, fantasy thing. It was always OBJ or Plaxico. And Plaxico's thing was so damn fast. I mean, it was so fast.
Like the amount of seasons that he was actually here.
I'm going to tell you this too, Dash. I think Tiki's the greatest runner. I still think Plaxico's the greatest receiver we've ever had. I think he was better than OBJ.
I'm not going to agree with that. I'm not going to agree with that.
Oh, don't agree with it.
He's a Super Bowl. He's a Super Bowl winner.
I'm just telling you, Plaxico. That dude came on this team and elevated us.
Absolutely.
To a different strategy, to a champion.
I'm
when
glad.
we lost him, we went from the best team in the damn league. He shoots himself in the damn leg, and Eli couldn't find nobody after that.
So we gonna stay right there, because you made a point when you were talking about Jackson Dart and developing, and you talk about Fields and developing. Yes. But now, because I don't agree with the low and slow approach for Malachi Fields, because once you get a taste of something, you know somebody can do something.
I know,
and you want to keep on seeing it, right? So for me, the way that Jackson Dart plays ball, and when it's off script, you want as many big targets out there on the field as possible, to make the kind of plays that Malachi Fields made in the red zone on Saturday. I think that when you look at Neighbors, let's just say Neighbors is healthy enough to go week 1.
Sure.
You got Neighbors. You got Slayton, you got Fields, you got OBJ, because I do think he makes the team. You got Austin, you got Mooney, and I'm gonna count Isaiah Likely as well in this scenario, because he's going to be a big part of the receiving game too. When you got these type of targets, man, I don't think you hold any of the wide receivers back. If they can prove that they can play, it's not like the quarterback position to me. There's certain things that Malachi Fields needs to work on. He's a former quarterback turned wide receiver in college. So obviously him being a receiver, he's still not as polished as you would want him to be, but he's damn sure polished enough to impact games. So I need all your best players out there. Now, I do believe there's going to be some type of rotation. Down the distance matters. What side of the field you're on matters. But Malachi Fields is definitely going to be a part of this offense, and there's not going to be any training wheels for Malachi Fields. Okay. I don't think so.
That's fine that you believe that. And that's great. No. And by the way, Fields plays into the narrative that I was talking about earlier about our team just seems bigger, right?
Yeah.
When have we had a receiver that big? You know, it's like that. You got Likely out there, big dude too, right? People are sleeping on Theo Johnson too. And Theo Johnson and Dart are tied at the hip. They're like brothers.
That's a fact.
Like, people keep sleeping on that. That's a safety net for, like, I still think Theo Johnson has some say on this team, especially in the offense. I mean, I still think there's something there. So my point being is that a guy like Slayton, let's go back to Slayton for 1 second.
Okay.
A guy like Slayton, well, you got a lot of big dudes. Maybe if Slayton, if he can be just 100% healthy, get the speed aspect to the game, bring that, because again, we got to have some speed out there too. We can't have big clunkers out there. Dash, Fields, red zone targets. You're right. Theo Johnson, red zone target. Likely, I think he can play inside the 20s, right? Up and down the field, anywhere, right? I got to have some speed somewhere. Is where I don't even know where's my I mean, you want to call Scatterboo fast? I wouldn't call him necessarily fast. I mean, we got to have some speed. We got Neighbors coming off the ACL.
Mm-hmm.
I got to have speed here too, Dash. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I got to have Slayton, right? I need him to be a Maserati. Okay. That's where I'm not ready to give
There's
up.
a lot of speed on the team, though. A lot of these guys can run.
They all can run, Dash. I understand that. My point being is that, yeah, we've got some size, but we got to make sure we got some speed out there, okay?
I'm going to ask you a question.
They're pushing Slayton out of the side. Understand that he got some speed, too.
I'm going to ask you a question, right? I'm going to ask you a question. You know, it's Sunday Night Football, New York Giants versus Dallas Cowboys. You know, it's third down, Giants down 3.
You go.
And you need to play. You got to have it play. Who is Jackson Dart targeting? Is it Malik Neighbors, Darius Slayton?
You know,
Odell Beckham Jr.
I call him Big Play Slayton. I mean, that's what I call him.
Y'all can answer that too. Who you throwing it to? Is it OBJ Neighbors or Darius Slayton?
I don't think OBJ getting that ball. No, I don't think he's getting the ball.
I will tell who got this. Who got the best
I hope
hand?
Neighbors is going to be there week 1. I hope he is.
I hope so too, man.
I hope he's going to be there. But the Neighbors thing. It's funny because I wasn't very optimistic like a month ago, maybe 6 weeks ago, and like all of a sudden I'm like, nah, I think we're okay. I think we're good. But that's another thing, Dash. Like if Neighbors is our number 1 receiver, he's our future at the position. How fast do you want to rush that back if it's not 100%?
I'm with you 100%. See, I was where you were when I saw the charity game and I saw the way he ran those bases. I'm like, week 5.
Hey, by the way, did you see the content that they were making about Scatterboo about the warming up? And it's like, why do we got to do that, Dash? Why do we got why do we do that? But I don't give a damn, Dash. Come up with something else. Why is it that you see Scatterboo make a cut and then it's like, oh, his knee's cooked, his leg's cooked, it's cooked. Why do they do this? Oh, it's chopped. Things chopped. It's chopped. Why do they do this, Dash? It kills me, man. Like they're gonna do the same thing about Neighbors. Like, oh, it's chopped. Damn thing's chopped. Well, and I don't understand with some of these young cats. Like the man slipped. So what?
I was upset because I don't want him hurting himself before he gets. Like I know how important he is, to be on the field. We need him. Scatterboo. No, talking about Scatterboo with the slip.
I don't like Scatterboo. I don't like Scatterboo running back number 1. By the way, I don't like.
Oh boy.
I don't like it. I don't need him to be the steak. I want him to be the potatoes.
Hold on. Okay, so now we're gonna make this shift now. We're gonna shift to the running back.
I'm just saying, I don't love him being running back 1.
Copizzle. I remember week 1 last year.
Yeah.
Commanders game.
Yeah.
The first time we saw Scatterboo get the ball, what'd he do? Ran over 2 commanders or Bumanders.
Okay.
And I remember even though after even though we lost that game, after that game, I was watching you live.
Yeah.
And you said that's how a white boy runs the ball.
I don't know.
And I was So now you're gonna tell me he's the sides. He's the sides. He's the sides. That's what you said.
I wish he was a side. I just wish I just feel like he's an accessory. Like I like the juice that he provides.
Yeah.
But I feel like that gas tank, Dash. I know this sounds stupid because I'm going to sound like a casual man. I don't like sounding like that, Dash. But my point is like I want that gas. I want that gas tank to be as full as possible as we get to the 4th quarter.
I get it.
I've come from a world of thunder and lightning, right? Ahmad Bradshaw, Brennan Jacobs, Tiki, Ron Dane. That's the world I want to live in because I've seen success with that. When Tracy screwed up on Sunday, I'm set because I wanted Tracy to be the running back number 1. That's really what I wanted. And then I want Cam to come in at certain periods of time and get that big run, on 3rd and 1. That's what I would want. But
the way it's
I
looking
just
right
don't
now.
know how effective. And then the other thing too is how long. I mean, if you start scattering, let's say he carries the ball 20, 25 times. Is he making it out a full season?
I hope so.
the way
I
he
hope so.
plays, because he has not shown. I understand he had a freak injury. He has not proven that he can play a full NFL season yet.
Yeah, for
And
me,
then the man's doing flips at the Fanatics thing.
I didn't like it. I didn't
I
like
didn't
he had
like
an
it
excuse
either.
for it. And if he would have got hurt, it would have been all of the news if he would have re-injured himself. For me, I think it's already the writing's already written. I mean, it's already on the wall, right? Writing's already on the wall. Scatterboo in this running back by committee, I believe Scatterboo is running back 1. I do believe that there's going to be a good enough rotation with running backs that that's what's going to keep these guys healthy. Him, Tracy, Devin Singletary. We just added Najee Harris too, another thumper, and Harbaugh. Harbaugh has a history of keeping 4 running backs, so we're going to see what happens with that. But
he apparently loves Eric Gray. That's what I've heard, and I am stunned by that, because I was all on the Eric Gray. Eric Gray's from Memphis. Dash. I mean, I'm all about my Memphis.
He played in Tennessee for a while. Yep.
Yeah, he played in Tennessee, but I love me some Eric. I wanted the Eric Gray thing to be a thing, and then it's like he's been super quiet, nothing's happened. But then all of a sudden, Harbaugh shows up, and it's like he likes Eric Gray. I don't know where that's coming from.
Respectfully, when
you saw he cut Turbo.
Yeah, no loyalty. I love it. He cut his. Well, he traded his own guard that he brought here too for Lele.
Which, by the way, I love that.
Yeah, because he was no good.
No good, and you're not, and you're we can't, like, pardon my French, you can't fuck around, like we can't, like, and I love that. I like that. That's Harbaugh is keeping himself accountable. He's not having the ego, because we've all said it, and I'm going to say it again. It ain't Shane bringing these cats in here. It's Harbaugh, and Harbaugh said, "Hey, I messed that up. My bad. I'll fix it. I'll fix it."
In honor of that, though, for Lele too, but. When we talk about this Eric Gray, I don't care how much Harbaugh likes Eric Gray. I don't think he's making the 53 so far. For Eric Gray, he makes the hey list, and this is the hey list.
Nah. Hey.
That's what it is for them. Respectfully.
That's how you would cut players, wouldn't you? You just start.
That's
playing.
it, right? That's it. Hey,
can we play hypothetical here? Let's just play.
Let's go ahead. Shoot.
This is why I'm a good content creator, and other ones are geeks. What if Harbaugh and Shane? Let's just hypothetically, like, what if they had the conversation about the running back room, and Shane was like, "Oh no, John, you don't get it. Like, Tracy's good. Like, he's good. Like, I like Tracy. I think you should take a look at him. I think you should keep him, Harbaugh." And Harbaugh's like, "No, I don't, I want to bring in somebody else. No, seriously. Like, I think you should give Tracy a chance." And then, like, he messes up one time. Harbaugh runs and Shane, "Get the hell out of here. I'm getting Najee in here." Like, I mean, you know what? Wouldn't it have been funny if that's how that went right there? Because it happens so fast. Not they haven't cut Tracy, but my point is, it happens so fast. They didn't even let Dart still probably has a bruise, on his body from the hit, and that hadn't even healed yet. And they've already got somebody else coming in here, and Najee's coming off of an ACL injury,
Achilles.
I'm sorry, Achilles. Not Achilles. He's coming off of that, and so it's crazy to me because Harbaugh had his finger on the button. In my opinion, on that deal, he pushed it so fast. Like, he didn't even say, like, "Oh, we'll give him one more game. We'll give him one more game."
So now it also depends on a few things, right? Because obviously running backs make mistakes. You make some blocks, you miss some blocks. It just so happened this was one of the most egregious, misses that we've seen in a long time.
Could it be also that Cam's not 100%?
I just think because it's a preseason, they want to get a rotation going, and I think that's what it was. It was his chance in a series, and they put him in there. But to be honest with everybody out there, Tracy still has a big role on this team, in my opinion.
I love Tracy. When I saw that, I was like, "Oh no, man!" Like, because I want him to be running back 1. That's what I want.
Well, you said you wanted switch because you want because I think I know where you're going. You want Tracy to kind of like tire people out, tire the defense out, and then when you come in there with Scat, he just
get
finish
the
him
crazy
off.
ass white boy in there. Yeah, that's what I want.
That's
what I want. And it ain't one of them like, it ain't one of them like, remember the Friday Night Lights when like they would let Booby score, like it wasn't like, it ain't like I want Tracy score, but it's not like give all the touchdowns to Cam. No, I don't want that. I'm just saying, like, I just want Tracy. I just feel like he brings a lot more out of the backfield than Cam does. I like what Cam does. I love his energy. I love the wooing. I love all that stuff. I just feel like we have to protect that as much as we can. That physicality. I don't know. To me, it will break down the longer we go to the season. And I don't know. I mean, a guy like Cam, imagine if you could get to the playoffs, Dash, where you have to run the football and you've got a guy like Scatterboo.
Yeah.
I mean, if you have that in your back pocket, that's only going to help your team advance in the postseason. But if he's not there, what good does it do?
Yeah. I got Papa Joe with a $5 super chat. He says, Scat and Najee both coming off injuries. Tracy runs too straight up for me. So who do you like, Papa Joe?
I mean, Tracy does run straight up, but
he does.
I like his game.
He's also, like I said, a wide receiver. He's been a running back for 3 years.
Yes. He was a receiver at Purdue.
Yeah,
for a period of time.
Like they're switching running back, so he still runs kind of high. He is getting more physical though. You can see it. He put some work in. Looked like he hit the gym, hit the weights this summer. But he just got to be able to be relied on. And if you're missing blocks, man, it's going to be hard to put you out there. If that is a problem, I think it's a mishap. I don't think it's a problem.
I don't think it's a problem either.
Yeah, because he's willing.
It's something that got highlighted 50 times.
Absolutely.
When it happened.
And then also because Dart went to the blue tent too, and that's a whole entire thing now too. And we talked about that a little bit earlier.
Let me bring that up one more time. Let me just, it doesn't bother me that Dart goes to the tent. Like, it doesn't make me go like, oh shit, like we better do something. Like, because I still think we have a good quality backup in Winston. Winston can come in a series or two, and I would be fine with that, right? I just don't want Winston playing 3-4 games in a row. If I'm being honest. He can come in, but the Dart thing is like, I don't want them to take away from his game if that's the way he wants to play the game. If he wants to run, Dash, now, do I want him to launch with his helmet? Probably not.
No, you don't.
Probably not. But quarterbacks get hit in and out of the pocket all the time. It's just the reality of it. And I think also, I think it was last season that like half the quarterbacks in the National Football League got hurt. Or like like by the season's end, half of them were gone. Like, the reality is that a lot of these dudes that are going to start the season at quarterback aren't going to finish. It's just how they play too many games now, Dash. It's these DNs, these edge rushers are so damn good. Yeah. Guys are going to get hurt. It's just what's going to happen. There's going to be a star quarterback that's going to get hurt in the first month of the season. It always happens. So, but I just don't want to take away from Dart's game. And him running down the sideline, getting popped. Why does that have to always be a damn story?
Because there are no other stories right now. They make up a narrative.
No, that's good.
And they run for it.
I understand now, but I'm saying this will be a continuous story all year long. I'm not saying if he gets hurt, fine. Make it a story. Make it an argument. But at the end of the day, like, I don't want him to have to stay in the pocket because in the back of his mind, he's thinking like, well, I can't leave it because if I leave it and get hurt, they're going to be talking all kinds of stuff.
See, now, for me, what Jackson Dart seems like the type of kid that it does. What people say, it might bother him, but it's not going to change the way he plays. Now, they did say that like in practice he slides in practice and stuff like that, and they clap it up for him and stuff like that. So that's cool. But I do not think what's happening to him with the blue tent visits is going to change the way he plays now. It might change the way or how fast he gets up after getting hit. That might play in his mind. but I don't think he's gonna just stay in the pocket a little bit longer because, if he extends it or if he gets hit, they're gonna throw him in the blue 10 automatically.
Are you comfortable, assuming they stay healthy? Are you comfortable with this offensive line?
Right now, I am more comfortable than I thought I was going to be. Now,
we haven't really talked about it.
Well,
nobody's talking about the offensive line like that. You know what I'm saying? Like it's been a discussion over the last decade, and the offensive line at this given moment feels like it's fixed. It's okay. It's good to go.
We got some weak links. I do believe we have some weak links. I do not like Runyon, but I can't complain about his performance on Saturday. He did a good job. We had the third string center in there, and he did a good job. Maui Noah, despite a play here and there, he did a good job.
I think,
and then we didn't even get the chance to see Andrew Thomas, and I'm not mad about it. I don't need to see Andrew Thomas.
I don't need to see him.
Yeah. So for me, I'm the most comfortable I've been in a long time with this offensive line. Like, and to the point where I don't even talk about it too much. I'll worry about the offensive line if somebody becomes available or something like that, or if we make a move. But right now, I understand what it is, and I'm comfortable. And I saw last year we were able to put up points behind this offensive line, top 5 rushing offense behind that offensive line, and you actually got better, switching out GVR with Francis Maui Noah. So I
would argue that the offensive line over the last decade, I'm just talking about the totality of bad years, that the offensive line has been one of the rooted problems that this organization
100%,
had, right? But where we are right now with this team, what do you think is the weakest link unit on this team? Because I think we could go, okay. Well, it's funny you say that. I think, but not just the whole, maybe the interior of that defensive line.
Oh yeah. I don't count the edge rushers.
Yes,
I'm not. I'm counting just the defensive tackles. I'm glad we got Reader. I'm glad we got Shelby Harris, but we have not seen them yet. But if you just had to ask me, it would be the defensive side of the trenches, the defensive tackles.
Yeah, and I'm interested to see how they maneuver. And I'm not talking about just for one game. I'm talking about all year long. Yeah. Assuming these guys stay healthy, how do they work in Burns, Abdul Carter, Kayvon? How does that work? How does Harbaugh use that? How does our new defensive coordinator use that? It's funny. So he says the cornerback room is the weakest, which that's
definitely in there.
So but what I'm saying is there's a lot of discussions about the offensive side of the ball, but the defensive side of the ball, I feel like the defensive side of the ball could be really great.
Oh yeah.
Or it could turn.
It's one or the other, right?
It's one or the other. Yeah. So it's funny. I feel like there's stability on the offensive side of the ball. Not that it's big, not that it's great, but the defensive side of the ball, I think it's boom or bust.
And it's crazy too that it's like that because, like I said, you got Burns, you got Carter, you got Tibbs, you got Reese, you got Edmonds. All this talent, and then it means nothing if you can't stop the run.
I saw a clip where Burns called Tremaine and Arvell Predator and Predator Jr. Did you see that clip? Yeah. I love that. I didn't even think about that, but I loved it. I thought, oh shit, he's right.
Yeah.
Like I love those two together, and they are like a predator. If I want two guys to stay healthy, it's those two.
Oh, linebackers. Yeah.
Yes. I just want to watch Arvell Reese play the whole season. And I want to see what we really have with this. Because there's a part of me that really believes that he's going to be a superstar. And we have not had, in my opinion, a superstar linebacker like him in quite some time. I'm talking a superstar.
We haven't even had an Edmonds in a while. So just because Arvell Reese gets a lot of attention, right? In all areas. But guys like Tremaine Edmonds, he's the green dot guy. He's the leader of
the
defense.
The Antonio Pierce.
I hope so too.
That's what you hope.
Thumper. We got thumpers now. We got thumpers, and we haven't had thumpers in a while. Like to your point, big physical New York Giants team.
They're big dudes,
and the whole playing soft, not being the first ones to punch people in the mouth. We were always the ones trying to counter punch people.
Yeah.
No, I think we're swinging first now. I think we're swinging first.
And I'm bringing it up because I see Anthony, this Jack Kelly guy.
Oh boy,
but
Jack Kelly puts a smile on my face.
He does too. But there's depth there, Dash.
Yep.
You know, and I know that there's special team pieces there also because Harbaugh loves his special teams. But there's depth, and there's been so many years where even like a linebacking position, we didn't have any depth at all. It was super thin,
bad,
real bad. And I feel like more than ever there is depth there. Now that doesn't mean that I'm like, well, they can get hurt. You know, it's all good. They can get no. It's not what I'm hopeful is there's a big time rotation throughout the season, keeping guys fresh. Keeping guys being able to make plays. I think somebody, whether it's Burns, maybe Carter, maybe Kayvon, I don't know. Somebody has the chance to have a high sack total season. I think somebody has the ability because of there's the talent you have. Again, I understand the interior part, and my hope is that linebackers will play a major role in stopping the run. That is what I'm hopeful for. We have to have
you would think with a team like the Giants, when anybody thinks of the New York Giants, they think about the linebackers.
Have to. That's
pass rushers, linebackers. And when you look at this team this year, the way that they're built, linebackers, edge rushers, right? So you get nostalgic. That's where I'm at right now because now I'm thinking, okay, we got Arvell Reese, who somebody check his birth certificate. I've never seen a 19, 20-year-old look the way that Arvell Reese looks. And to have that type of power, to have grown man strength at 19 is crazy to me.
When's the last time we even had a guy on the defensive side of the ball, most notably the linebacker position, with this much hype this early?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Ever. Like you got to go to the 80s.
We don't even
go to the 80s.
We didn't. Yeah, you got to go to the damn 80s. We're not even a franchise that drafts linebackers in the first round.
Nope.
We haven't done it forever, Dash.
There's
been years I've begged for it, and they didn't do it. And man, I'm telling you, I'm so hopeful that he stays healthy. And I thought there was I don't think he played a clean game. I don't think he was perfect. But again, it's first preseason game.
I think they said it was like a total of 12 snaps, but it wasn't the cleanest game. Again, we're talking about alignment. You can't win every rep.
You
can't.
It's the first professional game.
But what he was doing out there, like fullback, tight end, guard, it didn't matter. Laying them out. Didn't matter who it was. I want that type of physicality. Now, I was a Bobby Okereke fan. I like Bobby Okereke. Get you 100 tackles.
Yep.
But he wasn't bringing that type of thump like Arvell Reese is bringing. And we haven't even seen Tremaine Edmonds come downhill yet either. No. And hopefully we get to see that on Saturday against the Dolphins. But I'm excited for this defense. But again, when you talk about the New York Giants, it's just like, okay, can they be a top 10 defense? Or they can be 25. 20 if they can't stop the run, because I think it all starts with being able to stop the run.
Dash, this is where I go back to the very original thing, because I think this team is going to give us one hell of a roller coaster ride, because it's not complete. It's not complete.
You're gonna need some Tums. You're gonna need some Tums.
There's gonna be when you beat the Dallas Cowboys week 1, because I feel like that's gonna happen, Dash.
And shout out to Game Time, Brian. I saw him in the chat.
I'll talk to him at a different time. But I'm starting. Hey, the closer we get to that game, the more I'm starting to hate these damn Cowboys. But I don't know why. I feel it in my bones that we're beating the Cowboys week 1. I just feel it, Dash. There's something. I may have gas. I got to be honest. I may have gas, but I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it big time. And that's my point is, I think that the Giants are going to win some big-time games this year, but then you're going to have the games that you're like, what the hell happened? And I think it's because we're not a complete team yet. It's going to have to take a year or two to let Harbaugh finish what he needs to finish. You know what I'm saying? That it doesn't mean that we can't have a fun and great season, Dash.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean that we can't go out and do great things this year. It doesn't mean that we can't go to the playoffs. I'm not saying we can't go to the playoffs. All I'm saying is I don't think when you look at this team and you look at certain areas, you had one guy say the cornerback position. You say, and I agree with you on this, the interior defensive line. Does some guys need to step up? Like Harris, for example? Yes, they do need to step
100%.
up. Like Newsome needs to step up, right? Adebo, what the hell?
Had his best practice yesterday is what they're saying.
Colton Hood, I think Colton Hood's going to be a good player, but not a great start on the preseason game, in my opinion. He's a Tennessee guy, and I want him to be great. So, but it's going to take time. I'm sorry, it's just going to take a little bit of time. He can't, Harbaugh, we're in a honeymoon phase, but I just don't think that he can completely flip this thing all the way to where he's a championship caliber team.
Now, and this is where it becomes a slippery slope for me, because like I said, I'm at this part of the season now where I'm fully in the car and I'm ready to ride for the season. And when I start thinking about John Harbaugh and the New York Giants team, I start thinking, why not? Why not?
Yeah.
I watched the bum-ass Patriots turn their whole damn franchise around in one season because they got a veteran coach. They had a quarterback in their second year, and their defense was dominant. I'm looking at the New York Giants now. We got a veteran coach, quarterback in the second year, and we're hoping that this defense is dominant. Now, I will say this, though. The AFC East is way weaker than the NFC East.
Yep.
But I'm sitting here like, why not? I'm not, listen. And then also you said, there's some games where, we might drop the ball.
Yeah.
I expect this team to be way more prepared under Harbaugh. Like
100%.
the collapses and stuff like that, I don't think that's going to happen. Now, if we lose games, it might just because another team is more talented, not because they worked harder or they were more prepared than us, and I can accept that. But that's where I'm at right now. Why not us? Why not?
So I think that's a great, again, Dash, this is why I think it's why you're a great content creator, and this is why I wanted the Pats played in a much easier division.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think anybody's arguing right there. The Jets were down.
Mm-hmm.
The Bills weren't all the way there last year. Right?
They were still contenders.
Yeah. But they were, and then the Dolphins completely have now started back up. But they figured it. They had to hit the reset button. So a little bit easier road for the Pats. I don't think the NFC East is. So this is where my head is. I don't think the Commanders are going to be that good.
The Commanders.
I the Jaden Daniels thing with LSU, it's like he's thinking about stuff that don't even matter. Like I just don't think that the Commanders are going to be that good. I think at best they win 7 games. That's just where I'm at with them. I think the Cowboys, Dash, I think they're getting ready to have kind of a down year. I think they're like an 8-9 team is what I think. That's what I genuinely think.
See, I don't know. I don't like to give credit to teams, especially rivals. Yeah. I like what the Cowboys did this offseason. Hey, listen, though. This just me and you talking.
Okay.
This is just me and you. Nobody else here. Nobody else here. I like what they did. Okay. I like what they did. I still think we're going to whoop ass on week 1. Okay.
I think the Pickett thing and CD is going to blow up. I think it's going to blow up. Dash. I do.
Hey.
I think it's going to blow up. I 100% think you're going to see a blow up. Receivers are divas. They've put all their stock, in my opinion, on them 2 guys.
Yeah.
Think of like an AJ Brown, right? And once he flips, it's over. It's over. And so that's what I think that's what's going to happen to the Cowboys. Eagles, I don't know. Yeah. I just don't. I like to think that their window's closed. That's what I'd like to think. They lose AJ Brown. How's Hurts going to respond off of that?
Oh, you heard about practice today, right?
Oh yeah, I've been watching. Yeah, I've been watching the Hurts.
Rough practice for Jalen Hurts today. Yeah,
it's been a rough training camp. I feel like.
Yeah, it has.
But when your social media team gives a highlight of you basically throwing an INT, that ain't right.
Promoting your starting quarterback interceptions is crazy.
Yeah, you're hyping up a cornerback intercepting your quarterback, QB1.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but like, I think that Dash. I think that Hurts we're gonna see, right? I mean, he's proven me wrong, but we're gonna. So I say all that because I don't think the NFC East really is. I could see the NFC East being kind of down a little bit this year.
That was one of my questions I had for you. I actually got a circle on my notes.
I think it's gonna be because let's think about this for a second. I think the NFC West is stacked. The Seahawks are still gonna be good. The Rams are going to be good. I think the Niners are going to be good. And then the Cardinals are going to be shit. Obviously,
the Cardinals they'll get their quarterback next year.
Yeah. They are screwed. Yeah, I know. That could be a spot for Arch. Yeah. Then you look at the South. I think the Saints are kind of sneaky. They're kind of sneaky. Yeah. I think the Bucks could be, they're going to be the Bucks. Okay. I think they'll be definitely contention. Atlanta's a little interesting. Their quarterback situation could be good. Yeah, it could be good. Yeah, it could be ugly. It could be good. Who knows? I don't really know.
Somebody's going to surprise us.
Somebody's going to surprise us. That Carolina, right? Carolina could surprise you. They made a jump last year. They improved. I think the NFC South totality could be a little better than the NFC East. I kind of think.
A lot of people are high on the Saints this year too. They like Tyler. They like Tyler Shough.
I think all four of those teams are better than the Commanders. All four of them. I think all four of them are. I'm being dead ass too. Then we go to the North. I like Kyler with Minnesota. I like that. I think that's a good spot for him. If Sam Darnold could revive his career, I think Kyler being there is a good spot. I think Minnesota's the team you can't sleep on. That's a good coach. I think it's a good spot for him. Green Bay's going to be contenders. That.
But they choke.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying they're in the.
They'll definitely be contenders. No,
they're in the running. I think 100%. Chicago's going to come back down a little bit to reality. Like they were a little too, but they'll come down a little bit. And that doesn't mean they'll be bad. I just think they'll come down a little bit. And then you got the Lions. I mean, shit.
They do for a bounce back season.
My point being is there's some good teams in NFC. Yeah. There's some good teams in NFC, Dash. So you look at the Giants team, it's like, okay, you go win the East. What does that get you? A damn good playoff game is what it gets you.
Get your home game. Get your home game. That's
but my point being is there's some good ass teams in the NFC. Every division has got some dogs in it. Every one of them. Especially like I said, the NFC West is stacked. I think that when you look at all four divisions, I'm telling you, I think the East could be on the bottom tier of the four divisions. If the NFC, if you think, I think NFC West is the best. You tell me.
I can't concede that yet, man. It's way too early. No, I see exactly.
It's predictions. It's things that's happening.
Absolutely. You made a lot of great points, and like I said, a lot of those points I agree with. But depending on how the NFC East actually plays, though, like again, you got Philly still right now at the top, right?
We don't know how good Philly is, though.
Well, I'm just saying right now.
How much longer is this Saquon thing gonna go?
Oh, I absolutely believe that they're moving backwards. I do believe the Philadelphia Eagles are moving backwards.
Okay.
But there's still that team, right? That everybody mentions as far as the NFC. Now the Cowboys, every year is their year, and they feel like this year is their year too.
9-8.
So 8-9. But that's how they feel. And again, then the Commanders are where the Commanders are. I think we kicked them enough times today.
Yeah.
We can kick them some more too if we feel like it. And then when it comes to the Giants, I'm just like, if and it's not like, if everything comes together, it has to be this type of great story where no preparation, Jackson Dart taking a step, the defense being what they should be, because there's enough names on the defense on paper that you should be able to make some plays,
assuming they stay healthy. Yeah,
if they stay healthy, but we still, like you said, we have some depth now too.
Mm-hmm.
We have some depth now too. So the NFC East still got to be up there. There's no way that the NFC South is not better than the NFC East. We can't be at the bottom of the conference. Division can't be at the bottom of the conference.
Commanders ain't beating none of those teams. I don't think Commanders are as good as any of those teams. And my point being is I think teams like the Saints, Panthers, maybe the Falcons. I think they've all potentially gotten better. I don't know that the Cowboys have gotten better. I think the Eagles are leaking oil, like Brian said, and I think the Commanders stink. And that's where that's kind of where my thought process. I still think the NFC West is murderer's row. I just think whoever comes out of that division is going to be nasty. I mean, they're going to be a problem because they're going to have to come out of a very nasty division. And the North, I mean, top to bottom, North.
Yeah,
those
might be the best team in the division.
All four.
I mean, in the conference.
If Kyler Murray works for Minnesota, if it works, that division is going to be really tough as well because I don't think Detroit's going anywhere. I don't think they're going to. I mean, I know they lost Arnold, but I don't think that they're going to fall off. If they do fall off, I don't think it's going to be hard. I'd like what Campbell's building or has built there. I think Green Bay has got a really talented team. You know, if Parsons is healthy and Love on the offensive side of the ball, and they got Jacobs at running back, they got a lot of talent there. And Chicago, I like the coach. And if Caleb is, you know, if he takes a step forward, I mean, it's a good division. I mean, there's just a lot of really good quality teams in NFC. Look at the schedule, Dash.
It's the best team in the conference. I mean, it's the best division in the conference, the NFC North.
See, I think it's the West.
No, as far as competitive top to bottom,
kick the Cardinals out, and then you talk about 49ers, Rams, Seahawks.
No, I get that, but I'm just saying top to bottom, you got to keep all four teams in there. If you keep all four teams,
because the Cardinals might be the damn number one pick.
Now, let's be honest about the NFC West and the Seattle Seahawks. They lost their offensive coordinator, right? That defense is fantastic. Mike McDonald is fantastic. Yep. That defense is something, right? But we don't know what that offense is going to look like under this new OC. And then when it comes to San Francisco by all means should suck, but somehow Kyle Shanahan is just Houdini out there.
I know.
It makes it work with nothing.
What's Mike Evans going to do for them? Is he cooked? Is he chopped? They got Debo back all of a sudden.
Father Time never loses. Father Time never loses.
I know, but maybe there's one more. They haven't went away. Is all I'm saying. All I'm saying is on paper. When I look on paper, I think there's only two teams that I know for sure are going to suck in the NFC, and that's Cardinals and Commanders. I don't know about anybody else. I think anybody else is all. I just think Cardinals and Commanders are going to suck. That's just bottom line. Some of these Commander content creators, I ain't gonna name nobody, Dash, but they talking wild out here for a team that ain't gonna be that good. They got one little thing. That whole NFC Championship game was just a fart in the wind, and I don't think it's coming back.
That's what they're running with though right now.
Yeah,
that's exactly what they're running with.
Absolutely. All right, let's talk about
Dealer says Mike Evans definitely isn't cooked.
And see,
I'll tell you what, if he's not cooked, that substation out there that they practice next to is out here cooking ligaments.
I don't think
for sure.
I don't think Mike Evans is cooked either. But there is some people that believe that some people think he's chopped. It's over. Let's talk. Can we just talk about the schedule fast, Dash?
Yeah, we definitely do. I do have one question though.
Go ahead.
We get into the schedule.
I just want to run down this because I want to tell you I want to show you what I mean by roller coaster season. Again, obviously,
let's do that first because we'll talk about the next subject after this. Go ahead and run down the schedule for me.
No, I just want to run it. And again, obviously, every game changes based on injuries, right? Injuries and results. Yeah, but you open up week 1 on Sunday Night Football. Prime time against the Cowboys. I just think that's a win, Dash.
Listen, I need it.
I got to have that. I mean, you can't start the ball hard. You can't start it on an L. I don't think it's. I mean, I think I'm just telling you, they'll reel me in that night. That night.
Oh, it's over. The post game reaction videos are going to be crazy.
Fucking popping bottles. I mean, the whole damn. If Dash, both of my children were made after giant victories. That's fact.
I believe
one of them was against the Cowboys. One of them was against the Bucs. I promise you, that's fact.
I believe you. I believe you. 100%.
And I'm not afraid. All my stuff still works. I'm not afraid to get one more if I need. So that could be a night. That could be the night. Listen, Dash, and the reason you might say, well, like that ain't true. That ain't true. You can't be. Both my kids are born in June. Do the math.
I hear you. I said I believe you.
Come back 9 months. They'll tell you exactly where they were. Okay, I'm just being honest. I didn't even plan that. I don't give a shit about the month of June. But anyways, week 1 Cowboys. Okay, I think. Then week 2 Monday Night Football on the road. Second prime time of the season. Rams. It's tough, Dash. Cross country, tough as hell. I mean, if you beat the Cowboys and the Rams, I might get a fucking tattoo. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll be so reeled in. So
if we go 2-0, you're gonna have to come get me. This is what's
I don't think
happen.
it's gonna happen, Dash, but I'm just saying. You know what
you're gonna have to come get me, Cop. I'm telling you. Listen, there will be no way to stop me at all. It's going to be an entirely different type of show.
Just talking reckless.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I know. I'm with you. I mean, if they do that, then forget it. And then you get week 3, you're at home against the Titans team with
belt the ass.
Yeah. Belt to ass. Yeah. And you can't have a letdown there because you got to get Dable. You got to, Wandale's come, there's plenty of juice there for that game to, to be a good one. Right. I mean, but that the Titans game week 3 don't scare me. The week 2 game against the Rams, it's a little scary. I'm sorry. It's a little, because I think, when would you want to play the Rams? Maybe late in the season, maybe Stafford's not 100%, that's probably, but early in the season, you're getting a fresh, Myles Garrett. I mean,
yeah. Well, the one thing they keep saying now, that's the home opener too for the Rams, because they play the 49ers in Australia. Yeah,
which is
so
tough.
they got to come back. That's a long ass flight. That's almost as long. Actually, that's a longer flight than coming from Jersey to California. Actually,
that's 100%. But also, if you beat the Cowboys, like I'm thinking you're going to beat the Cowboys, you are high.
Oh, absolutely,
you're high, and so. Can you come down to reality a little bit and still maintain that and beat the Rams? You see what I'm saying? Because I mean, we ain't been beating the Cowboys. So if you do that, it's crazy.
Yeah.
But Dash, let's just we could be 0-2.
Week 4.
We could be 0-2 too. I mean, I don't want that, but they could be 0-2. Then you get the Titans at home. Then week 4, you get the sorry ass Cardinals. Belt to ass.
Yep.
Right. We lose that game, everybody's fired. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's fired.
Hey, wait, you were preaching patience.
I know, but I'm just telling you, everybody will want to be fired if you lose at home against the Cardinals. Okay,
that's a game you gotta have.
Then you go, and then week 5 you go on the road to the sorry ass Commanders. I mean, those are 3 games in a row that should be winnable. Dash, Titans, Cardinals, Commanders. They got. I mean, at worst case, Dash, after 5 weeks, at worst case, you should at least be minimum 3-2. At worst case.
Yeah.
If you come out of it 4-1, I'm A-okay. I'm A-okay. If I'm 5-0, call the paramedics. Okay. Yeah. I mean, because I feel real big. I'd be real good. You know what I'm saying? But week 6, you're at home against the Saints. I like playing them at home much better than them playing them.
We owe them some get back too.
Yeah, we owe them some get back.
5 turnovers in that game, man. We could have won. We should have won that game. 5 turnovers.
But you realize I'd rather have them in Jersey than in the Dome.
Yeah.
That's a little bit easier.
Our track record in the Dome ain't that good.
That's a little bit easier. I like that. Then week 7 on the road to the Texans.
Yeah.
That's a little weird.
That's a tough one. That defense, depending on how CJ Stroud plays, but that defense is tough.
That defense is tough. But I don't think that their offensive line is going to be that great. That could be a game we get to have a little bit of fun on the defensive side of the ball. I'm not a big CJ Stroud guy.
Yeah. Well, he folded. He folded in the playoffs last year.
Yeah.
And then did you see him? Did you see him show up to training camp?
He was walking like Steve Urkel in there.
Bad, man. Bad omen. Bad omen.
Yeah.
And like then they just lost a wide receiver too, man.
He put a crown on his head, said he was really good, and then he ain't been that good since.
Yeah.
I mean, if he would have been competent last year, they might have won the whole damn thing.
They should have. Yeah, if he could put 1 or 2 games together, because I think they should have beat the Patriots. That defense, the way they was whooping on them.
I'm not, but my point being is like I'm not that scared week 7 to go at Houston.
No,
I'm not terrified of that. Then you get the bye, and I love that you get the bye before you have to go to Philly.
Yeah.
I love that. You get 2 weeks to prepare for Philly. I mean, that's a dream scenario. I love that. I love that it's kind of like halfway through the season, and then you're at home against a sorry ass Commanders, belt ass again. Right?
I can't
Just
wait
no
to
let
bring out
down.
the
No
broom
let
for the
down.
Commanders. I need the broom. I need the broom for the Commanders.
This is where shit gets a little weird, though, Dash, because
Talk about the stretch. Yep.
I say like because we're gonna be Kool-Aid, right? I mean, we're gonna be feeling it. We're gonna be feeling it because there's some games in there. Then you go, and then you're at home against Jacksonville. I think we're gonna be okay, right? I mean, maybe.
I mean, Jacksonville is they can be good. They cannot be
could
good.
be good. They could, yeah. They could be anything.
That coach had them playing last year, but
assuming we're healthy, who knows? I mean, it's Trevor Lawrence. I mean, who knows? Then
competitive game.
Then week 12, you're on the road against the Colts.
Yeah, that's the Daniel Jones revenge game, right?
Oh boy.
Oh man,
that's gonna be tough, Dash. If them, oh my God. Can you imagine that game? Can you
imagine that game if what?
That game. If Daniel Jones is playing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, like, I mean, could you imagine like if we won the game, if we lost the game? I mean, there's gonna be some wounds there. Like
if we lose that game to the Colts,
imagine,
and it's because Indiana Jones showed up.
I know
it's because there's still some Daniel Jones defenders in the Giants fan base for sure.
Yeah. You're looking at one.
I know.
Because I don't think it's his fault.
But I also know you don't care because you're a Giants fan.
Yeah.
First.
No, absolutely.
Yeah, no, I get it.
That's the first time in my life that I won't be rootful for Daniel Jones. Even now, I'm rooting for him because I still think I was right. Yeah. But see, I can't root for him when he plays. My Dash, in 12 weeks, there is the Cowboys, the Titans game, the Eagles. These are games that they've got some mustard on them. You know what I'm saying? Like they've got some extra juice to them. Colts is one of them. There's some juice there with the Daniel Jones thing. The New York media will be going crazy. Then after that, you're at home against San Fran, which I think San Fran is going to be good, assuming they stay healthy. Then you're at Seattle, Jags, Colts, Niners, Seahawks. That's a tough month. See,
here's the thing.
That's a tough ass month.
The thing for me is this:
healthy.
I can't, like, we talk about, excited for the season to start. Like, I need the season to start. I need to see what this Giants team actually is.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, the hopes and the optimism and all that stuff that I have right now, like, I'm eager to see if this defense can be what we want it to be.
I know.
And if it is, it's no holds barred for me. If this defense is top notch, not saying top 5 or anything, if the defense is what it should be, we're beating up teams. We're beating up now. We might not win every game, but we are going to be beating teams up.
Everything's going to change because teams are going to change as the season goes on. There's no league in all of sports that changes week to week like the National Football League. Week 100%. 15, you're at home against Cleveland. Whatever. And then listen to this last 3-game stretch. At Detroit, Monday Night Football, by the way. At the Cowboys, which they're going to want get back for that ass tapping we give them week 1. And then we're at home against Philly. I mean, Detroit, Dallas, and Philly.
Yeah. That's the way to end your season. I'll tell you what, especially if you're fighting for something still.
Which I think there's a part. That's what I'm saying about the roller coaster Dash is that we're going to be, if we believe, if I see it the way I'm seeing it, we're going to be in the clouds. We're going to be on one of them coasters that's way up there.
We're going to be like the Commanders in a couple years.
Yeah, but then I'm saying there's going to be some bumpy. There's some stuff in here there's some stuff in here that can get a little weird. That can get a little like so. And again, like hopefully Dart stays healthy. Hopefully Neighbor stays healthy. Hopefully Cam stays healthy. Hopefully Arvell Reese. Hopefully we got our team right. somebody's going to get hurt on our team. It's bound to happen. Somebody's going to get hurt. I mean, last year they were dropping like flies.
Knock on wood.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. But I'm saying, like, there's some landmines in this schedule here.
Yeah.
There's some landmines, and that's why I think that there's going to be times. There's going to be some times that we're going to be drinking the Kool-Aid, and there's going to be times of like, what the hell's going on? Did we just why did we go 4-1 and then have a 3-game losing stretch or something silly like that? Yeah. I don't think I hope it doesn't happen like that. But my point being is there's some monkey ass games in here, Dash.
No, it is now, and I think that's why like Harbaugh's been successful for a reason. All of his teams have been good running the ball. They need to lead the league in rushing because that's something that's almost controllable. You can control games, you can control outcomes, being able to run the ball. If you want a time of possession, if you're facing a high-powered offense, what's the best thing you can do? Keep them off the field by long drives. And I think that's why his focus is on being able to run the ball. Because I do believe that I know people wanted to be lights out, Jackson darts, 40-yard touchdowns, 50-yard touchdowns. Harbaugh told you what it's going to be. It's going to be a physical style of football. And I think a lot of that has to do with, yes, darts in the second year, he's still developing. He needs to be able to lean on something. And he needs to be able to lean on that run game. And then everything else, comes from that run game. On the defensive side, it's a reason why you got the guys that you got. You want to be physical. You want to be able to beat up those offenses. And for me, that's what, if we can control the tempo of these games with the run game, and then have a physical presence on defense, that helps us. Like we talk about the Rams, right? That Rams game might turn into two defenses just beating the hell out of each other team's offense. And then it comes down to the kickers. It could be that. We don't know if Puka Nacua is actually going to play. He might be suspended. He's dealing with those off the field stuff. But I know they got Myles Garrett.
If the Giants win the first 2 games of the season on national television.
That's the other thing, right? Back to back.
They gonna be
gonna
be I mean, the media is gonna be just
they're gonna be reeled in. They'll be reeled in.
Oh, they'll be reeled in. Yeah, absolutely. And the Harbaugh honeymoon phase will go full blast.
Oh yeah.
Oh, full blast.
Talk coach of the year already.
Yeah, coach of the year. Now that. In saying that, I mean, let's be real. The Rams are a good team, and the Cowboys have had our number. And so you can say like 2-0. You can also say 0-2. I don't think that's going to happen. I think worst case scenario, we could split. But my point being is like it could go 0-2. And then all of a sudden that honeymoon phase gets cut off quickly.
Yeah.
And then now
it becomes a must win in week 3 versus the Titans.
Titans with Dable there. Yeah.
That becomes a must win. That becomes a must win.
Yeah. Because now you're in a situation and Dable. I mean, he wants. I think that he probably feels betrayed a little bit. First of all, he should have been fired. He should have.
He got an extra year.
Yeah, he got an extra year, and it shouldn't even happen. And I don't even know that Shane should have stayed either. But nevertheless, like it happened, and man, I would hate to see a must-win game week 3 Dash. If you did that to me, I couldn't imagine what that would be like being in that situation in a must-win, and for whatever reason, just being negative Nancy, you lose to the Titans. I mean, this whole damn thing could unravel real fast. My argument is like, I want the Giants to have some success with Harbaugh this year with Dart, because I want to keep building on what they've done so far.
I will say this though. It's also, like I said, if you start 0-2, right? Which, like you said, that's something that could really happen. How you look in those losses matters too. It can't be a 40-0 burger. It can't be a goose egg.
Can't be that.
You know what I mean? You can't do that.
And then can't be on national TV. You can. It's one thing to be 1 p.m. on Sunday and lose 40. You can't do it on national television.
Not again.
No, you can't. No, you can't do that. You can't. I mean, people get fired. I mean, it's how heads get rolled. That's why I will say that I'm glad that Daniel's gone, in the sense that I'm tired of having to defend somebody that in my opinion, was getting all the heat that he didn't deserve.
Yeah.
And if the Giants start to stumble here and then it's back to, is Dart the guy? Is Dart the guy? Is Dart the guy?
And
right?
that's exactly what you don't want. That's how you started
I
the
don't
show.
want that.
You
I don't
don't
want
want
that. Well, because Dash, I mean, think about it. We had to deal with that at the end of Eli's career.
True.
We had to deal with it through the whole damn time of Daniel Jones. I mean, Daniel Jones only his rookie year, he only got a little bit of grace, and that was it. Dart has, ever since he's been here, from the moment that he's been drafted, he's been given grace. We're still in a honeymoon phase with him. But I don't want to go down that road of like, is he the guy or not? I just don't want, I don't want to do, I want to see him have success. Because again, I think his style, his aura, everything about him embraces the fan base, because it gives the whole fan base a little bit of something. If you're a casual and you just want to see some flash once in a while, he can give you that. If you're a old school football, just want good quality, clean football play, I think he can give you that too, because I think he can make all the throws. I think he can do a little bit of everything. And I think he also has that toughness that the old school Giants fan, when he goes and tries to run somebody over once in a while, I think will appreciate that.
Yeah.
I think he brings the whole fan base together, Dash. That's where Daniel Jones failed, is that I don't think the whole fan base could get behind him.
I do want to get to some of these super chats that I missed before.
Yeah,
Shout out to Papa Joe, man. Papa Joe started with Scat and Najee both coming off injuries. Tracy runs straight up. I got that one already.
Yeah.
I got that one.
He hit that twice.
Yeah. And then he says our defense is going to be a beast.
Okay, I hope.
Yeah. And then he also says week 1 win. He says win to loss to Rams 5-1. Oh, 5-1 by the time we get to the Texans. What he says.
Yeah. Which I would be fine with that, Dash.
That's so I got a couple of questions, right? A couple of questions. And I think it'd be a perfect way to end the show too. In the chat, you guys can answer these questions too. Now, we talked about the pressure of this team, right? Who has more pressure? Matt Nagy or Denard Wilson? Which one of those guys under more pressure? Nagy? I like that.
Nagy. I think Nagy already has negative feelings from the fan base, because he had.
He does.
Because he's failed before. I think it's Nagy.
See, I see the chat saying Nagy too. Nagy easily.
You remember when we had Kelvin Gilbride as our offensive coordinator? Everybody called him Kelvin Killdrive.
Killdrive. I'm guilty of that.
It's like everybody. Jason Garrett. Remember Jason Garrett? Jason Garrett's offensive coordinator. Everybody hated him as offensive coordinator, right? It's all, if the offensive coordinator, Nagy, it's Nagy all day long. I think Wilson has
we got one for Wilson right here. Rev says Wilson.
Yeah.
I think because the only I'm leaning Nagy too, or Nagy. For so long I called him Nagy, then we found out it was Nagy. We know who we're talking about.
It's the same damn thing.
It's the same person. For me, with Wilson, I think because the expectation that you have, because you have all those names on defense, that's one thing that if you fall short, it might be something. But also, I think it's Nagy too, though. If I was forced to pick, I would say Nagy.
I think a lot of it has to do with Dart.
Yeah. In the development, you feel like a failure. You got to be honest, able to develop Dart.
With the way Harbaugh has been, again, I told you the chopping block, I want it to go away, right? I don't want anybody to get, I don't want any heads to be rolling, right? But I wonder who is the first one to go if shit gets weird around here.
You know who it is. They kept him. They kept him for that reason.
It could be. I know
Joe Shane. They kept him for that reason.
I'm talking about in season.
That's what I'm saying. They kept him for that reason. Okay. And it. All right. So. All right. Second question.
I can imagine having a job where it's like, man, if we do bad, I'm getting fired immediately.
Yes, it's over, right?
It's over.
It's different. You gotta, and it's not like you get fired to get a new. You get fired, you got to pick up and move. The whole family got to move.
I don't know that Shane if he got fired. I don't know that he did enough with the Giants to just like get another job fast.
No, he'll definitely be like a director somewhere. But
but
GM job, that's not happening.
That's not happening.
No. No.
Not happening.
Who's under more pressure? John Harbaugh or Jackson Dart?
I think it's Dart.
Think it's Dart? Okay. Let me know in the chat too.
I think it's Dart because he's been here just a little bit longer, and I think it's because of the injury stuff. I think he has to stay healthy. The greatest skill that Eli Manning had was his availability. That was the greatest. He was always there. I think Harbaugh, because he has proven to be a winner, with the Ravens, he's going to get some slack.
Okay.
I think he's going to get some slack I think the Giants fan base have a funny way about who they respect and who they don't respect. I think they respect Harbaugh. They say they respect Dart, but I'm telling you, I don't think that they respect Dart just yet. I don't think he's earned the Giants fan base respect. I don't think he has.
Yeah, I asked that question because we just talked about how Harbaugh left Baltimore.
Sure.
And how the Baltimore fans feel about him. Oh, he just couldn't get over the hump after a while, and his voice got old. And for me, it's like I think he has a chip on his shoulder. 18 years successful, Super Bowl winning coach. I think he has a chip on his shoulder of how things ended up with Baltimore. And I think he might not say it, but I think he probably has something in him that's saying, I want to prove that I can, that I can do this again.
Well, that's been his brother's thing too.
Yeah.
Jim Harbaugh has been known that he can go to a certain place and then eventually he wears out his welcome. It happens everywhere he goes, where it's like he comes there. Every program that he's ever went to, college or pro, Jim Harbaugh has turned it into a winner. Every single one, but he does not stay long because something happens. The Harbaughs, to be honest with you, John, I think they might be a little weird. Dash.
Well, Jim more than John, probably.
Yeah, no. Well, I'm just saying. I think they're a little quirky, which I kind of like.
They're absolutely. Do you see the dad? The dad's 90 years old talking about who got it better than us. Nobody. Right? He running around. He watching tape at night.
He had the dinner table. Who got it better than us?
Yeah, right.
Which if John makes that a part of, I'll be. Even if you think it's corny, I'll be all aboard that train, Dash.
Oh, I'm with it.
I'm with
it.
I'm
100%. If we're winning, if that means winning, I'll be corny right along.
I'll be yelling at my kids like, "Who got it better than us?" I'll be at
the dinner table.
Oh, it'll be all every damn night. I'll be just screaming it. Like who got it better? I mean, I'll make it part of my damn channel.
Okay. Now here's another thing. Bigger comeback story. Odell Beckham Jr. or Malik Neighbors.
Oh, it's got to be Odell.
Odell, let me know in the chat, man.
It's got to be Odell.
Like so.
Imagine if OBJ just does a little bit, Dash.
Like let's say 400 yards and 4 touchdowns.
Good enough. I mean, if he just does a little bit, if he just whets the appetite for just the. Because listen, I'm got my Slayton support, right? But I know that there was some Giant fans that were obsessed and loved OBJ.
Mm-hmm.
They loved OBJ. They loved him like I love Tiki Barber. Okay. They were depressed when we traded him, and I was like, yay! Like we needed to trade. Like the trade was a good thing. And it's weird because it came full circle because it was for Dexter Lawrence, and then we ended up trading that. We trade Dexter Lawrence, and then we get our guard, right. But then OBJ comes back after we trade the asset that we traded for. It's such a full circle moment.
I didn't even think about it like that because we traded OBJ, got Dex, and
man, Dash. It's full circle. This is like Lion King. Okay, it's a circle of life, and we did. We trade. Yeah, go ahead. Let it go ahead.
Because I was looking at Dealer. Dealer made a comment. He said that obviously Malik Neighbors is more important to the team, and that's the absolute truth. But I'm just talking about.
What does it say again?
Dealer. Hold on, I'll put it up here, right here. Dealer NYG. He says Malik is way more important 100%. To this team's success.
That's obvious. I'm not.
That's why I said biggest story. The biggest comeback story.
We have to have neighbors be named. Like that's obvious. But I don't. But if OBJ just does half, if he makes the team and just does half of what Neighbors does, OBJ's the story. OBJ's the story. OBJ is the highlights will be OBJ. I'm sorry. It is
to me. It has to be.
It has to be
because if Neighbors comes back and he looks like Neighbors, people expect that. Like I would expect Neighbors to look like Neighbors.
If OBJ makes the team, let me paint this picture for you. Okay, let me
Let's go.
Let me
Bob Ross. Let's go.
It's isn't that pretty? Isn't that real pretty? It's week 1. It's Sunday night. It's third quarter. Dart to OBJ 20-yard TD. The fucking house will come down.
Oh,
the MetLife will be demolished. I mean, it will fall. I mean, OBJ. He was a superstar. When you got Pizzle don't buy jerseys. I bought an OBJ jersey for my old lady. That's what I'm saying. My point, like even Pizzle got all the way reeled in with OBJ. I'm sorry, like he was infectious, and I know for the younger generation, he was even more important. I mean, I still remember the day they traded him and how a lot of people felt about that. I was mad at him because he went on ESPN with fucking Lil Wayne and that damn, what's her name? She's like, we got a cornerback problem. And they were talking shit about Eli.
Yeah.
And instead of OBJ saying, no, it ain't Eli's fault. Shut up. Like, instead of just saying that, he kind of like, and that's the thing. He just don't mess with. That was my problem with
that's when it went sour, though. That's when it went sour for a lot
Eli
of people.
was one of those dudes, like, he was untouchable. Like, you don't get to say nothing about Eli. Like, you let it go. It's like Derek Jeter striking out a bunch of times. It don't matter. It's Derek Jeter. Like, leave it alone. Bottom line, leave it alone. And so my point being is, why are you talking about shit about my mind? My point being is OBJ. Yes, he's right. We got to have Neighbors to be a successful team. No question about it. But OBJ doing every touchdown OBJ scores, assuming he's on the team, will be electric. It will be electric. By the way, is he getting 13 back or not?
Oh, it'll be free. I know that much. It'll be available. We got about what?
But does he? Does he?
About 12 days. About 12 days. That 13 is going to be available.
The team. Does he pick that? Do you think he picks that, or is he like Jordan and goes to another number? Like, instead of wearing 23, he's wearing 45. Does he do like a, because they all the greats do it, right?
We just talked about coming full circle. Comeback story. It makes no other sense. So nothing makes sense but 13 to me. I mean, come on.
What about he said Hyatt making the team over OBJ?
Who said that?
Real New York Giants Mafia said that. What do you think about that? What if that happens?
I think
if OBJ gets cut, it will be sad.
I think it's late. That's what I think. It is late if he's saying that Hyatt's going to make the team. Wherever he's at right now, it's already tomorrow. And he needs to go to bed. I'm telling you.
It would just listen. I'm really interested
shout out to
if
him,
he makes it or not. I do. I'm really interested if he makes it and it's 13 again.
My man Papa Joe got a super chat here. He says, my guy Tiki number 21. I was born on the 21st, wore 21 in high school. Dad buried section 21, 1963. Yeah. Salute to Papa Joe, man.
Yeah, 21. The point of the comment was 21.
Yeah,
that's the 20. Point. Numbers matter, Dash. Yeah. I mean, not to do like Illuminati crap or anything like that. But my point is, numbers matter, and I am interested to see if he makes the team and if he wears 13 again. Obviously, he ain't wearing 3.
Yeah, no, he can't.
Can't wear 3. Can't wear 3. So.
I don't like Abdul Carter wearing number 3 either, but it is what it is now.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really like the number 0. The number 0 don't do any. I don't even know if it's a number, but It don't do nothing for me. But if Spider-Man wants to wear it, I guess let Spider-Man wear it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But listen, I can't believe I'm saying this because a year ago I wouldn't have said this. I want OBJ to make the team. I do.
Me too.
I want him to make it. I want him to make the team because I think it's going to be a good thing. And I think if it makes some Giant fans happy, Giant fans deserve to be happy, Dash. We're mean. We are a mean franchise. We are our mean fan base, I should say. I mean, we're mean as hell. Eagle fans are mean too, and so are Cowboy fans. They're goofy as hell. But my point being is we have not had a lot of things to be happy about over the last decade. Like we don't even get to enjoy good players for very long. We have, I mean, a guy like Neighbors like, oh, we finally got a receiver. Okay. We're feeling good at ACL. You know, we don't even get like we get a great player like Dexter Lawrence who's just he's okay. You know, I
did see this. Papa Joe says about Carter in the number 3. I saw that this week. He said Carter said he was born on the 3rd and drafted number 3, so the 3 got meaning to him. Okay. I saw that video. Yeah,
I mean, it still looks silly on him, but whatever. I'm fine if that's what he wants to wear. It's what he wants to wear. It would have been cool if he was 51 and then Arvell reaches 52.
That would have been dope.
You know,
yeah, that would have been dope too.
I mean,
and that's another thing too, because Arvell Reese wasn't sure if he was going to keep the 52. He said that too. So we'll see what happens. I like the number 52.
I think 52 looked
good on him.
Sexy as hell.
I think he should keep it.
I mean, Ray looked good in it.
Yeah.
Ray Lewis looked good in it. What's wrong with him?
Nothing. Like they're just saying when he picked the number.
He wanted what?
He said when he just got the number because he wore 8. He wore the number 8 in at Ohio State, but he also wore the number 20 before he switched to the number 8. So he doesn't really care about numbers. I think he's going to keep the 52. I think he will keep the 52.
Holland's going to be wearing 8.
Yeah, no. I don't think he goes back to 8. But I hope I'm with you. I hope he keeps the 52.
I can't have everybody on the defense side of the ball wearing single digit numbers.
Yeah, this not high school, man.
This ain't high school. I mean, I can't. Is that a receiver? No, that's a damn linebacker. You know, I can't have that, Dash. I mean, I'm an old school Giants fan that associates numbers with certain players. Like
absolutely.
Who's the greatest person to wear number 80 for the Giants? You got an answer?
The greatest to wear 80?
Number 80. I'm just saying, just random numbers. You ever think about shit like that?
I don't. Because the first person that comes to my mind is Victor, but somebody wore 80 before Victor.
Shockey?
Huh?
Shockey better than Victor Cruz?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a Jersey kid.
Okay.
Victor Cruz is from Jersey.
Okay.
I didn't even think about it. Yeah, Shockey. But Shockey was iconic with the red numbers too. The white jersey with the red numbers. Shockey, yeah.
Iconic. Yeah. That's what my point being, Dash, is as a football fan, someone said Chris Callaway. I can't go with you on that.
Somebody said Chris Callaway earlier too, when we were talking about wide receivers.
I like Chris Callaway, but I'm sorry, I like Shockey better, and I like Cruz better. But my point being is like there's I associate some players with certain like Tiki Barber 21.
Yeah,
I always thought it was weird, like when like Kenny Phillips wore 21. I love Kenny Phillips. Kenny Phillips is one of my favorite Giant players of all time, but he also wore 21.
Landon Collins was another one, 21.
Landon Collins wore 21. I mean, you see what I'm saying? Like it's like these are jerseys that these are numbers that I really like and certain players that I really like, and they wore that like I've been waiting on a good 81
since Toomer.
I want a good 81. You got a good 81? I got a good 18.
You had to.
Yeah. You know,
had to.
Like, I'm not a big 6 guy. Like, so I kind of always think like that, you know, Dart wearing 6 is like, you know, it's like, I don't really care for the number 6, but I always liked the number 5. Number 5 is always my favorite. It's always been my favorite number.
Okay.
I love Collins wearing 5. I like Kayvon wearing 5. It's fun.
Yeah. 5 looks different. With Kayvon, he can pull it off.
Yeah, he can pull it off. I agree.
For whatever reason, it works for him.
Carter can't pull off the 3.
It doesn't look good.
And someone said Kelly's wearing 51, but Carter was wearing 51 before Kelly.
Yeah,
and it looked good on him. I liked it. I don't know.
Yeah.
He looks better with
It
double
looked good
numbers.
on Kelly too. The 51
And
looked good
Burns,
on
I mean,
Kelly.
I'll be honest. The 0 looks fine on Burns. I just hate the number. Yeah, see, like 88 screwed up for me because Evan Ingram screwed up. And Knicks was wearing that thing right.
But you know who might wear 88? Malachi Fields. Because he can't wear 0.
Yeah, he can't wear 0. Oh, shit. That's a good point. What is Fields going to wear?
Fields might wear the 88. Maybe he can bring that back. Bring the 88 back into,
Yeah, 88 high kill. Ooh, yeah, that dash.
Something he got to wear something.
Man, you're right, man. What's Fields gonna wear? That's important. Shit like that's important to me, Dash. If I'm gonna like you as a player, I gotta like your number. I gotta like your number, Dash. That it's part of the fandom. It's part of who I am. It's
man, you see that? You see the dealer says talk about Fields. Fields will wear 13 when Odell gets cut along with Hyatt. Good Lord. 17 is already taken by Mooney. Ace.
Yeah. 17.
Yeah. That's why it's crazy that all these linebackers and safeties are taking single-digit numbers.
That's a great. I see. This is why we're great content creators, because we talk about the things that matter, like who's going to wear what numbers Fields going to wear, because that could be Dash Fields if he plays well, right, and he's a big star. That could be a big time jersey.
It could be 88. 88 has always been a tough number. Like double digits is always usually tough.
It's a great football number.
Yeah.
It's a great.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I mean.
It's a great. Yeah, it don't look good on a basketball uniform, but it looks good on a football uniform. I agree. Yeah, 88's a great football number. And I'm just saying, like, if Fields gets 80, if he wears that number, like that's a sexy jersey.
Oh, listen, again, I'm out of the jersey buying business.
I'm saying that's part of it, though. You see kids, you go to a game, you see it, watch it on TV. They wearing jerseys. That's just what they do.
Yeah, that's right. Knicks. Yep, Hakeem Nicks.
Knicks was 88.
Sheesh. Yeah.
It was 88.
Get Fields the 88, man. Get Fields the 88. I'm trying to. I had another question. You kind of answered it already about the NFC East being competitive. You answered that already.
I was going to tell. Somebody. We didn't plan our hats being like this. No, somebody said about it. I mean, it was like we got hats, but they alternate colors.
I mean, come on, man.
We got all kinds of hats.
It's behind me. I know you got yours lined up, hanging back.
But our hat colors are reversed from one another. I think that's what they were talking about.
No, we didn't plan it. We just
matched. It's like we tried to match, but we really didn't try to match. It just happened that way.
Just had to throw the Giants on the helmet.
Which by the way, I want the old uniform just to come back and stay back.
Yeah, give me the Giants on the helmet. That's all.
I'm done with the NY on the helmet. I got to be honest, but I mean, I'll do it. But I just want the Giants helmet.
I want that old feel back.
I just want to do it. I mean, how do they? Maybe I'm wrong, but like, how do you wear those jerseys, and then you go to your other ones, and then say like, we're just gonna keep going back to that.
Especially when it's not even close when you look at them. Like it's not close.
Not even close, Dash.
Those,
it's not
what
even
they call
like,
them the legacy. They call them the legacy. Like they should be the jersey.
They should be.
That's it.
The future.
The navy blue helmet. They got to give. And did they drop the jersey schedule yet? Do we know what games are going to be?
I think they did. And by the way, I don't want to hear. You're not one of these that want the red jerseys.
I got bad memories with the red jerseys.
I don't want no red.
I felt like we never won in those red jerseys. But
don't even bring them up.
Ace says I want to see the red jersey. I don't care.
Ace is I can't get on board with people like Ace, like because it never was any good. It never was any like I don't know why they would even suggest it. But no, they should bring back the old helmets and stay that. Just period.
Yeah.
They look better. It feels better. The NY can come back every so often.
That's what can be the new legacy jersey is the old NY. Like give me the Giants back.
You could talk for a damn hour about the damn red jerseys. I mean, there's some people saying I can't stand it. Then bring me back the red. These are things that Giant fans need to talk about. We got to work this shit out because it's out there. It's out there, Dash. And there's a lot of trauma out there for Giant fans.
We just
scratching the surface right here. That's what
there's a lot of things that we want. Like we want a lot of things as Giants fans. Obviously, we want to win most of all. But I would be lying if I didn't say I wanted like a New Jersey too. Not like a New Jersey, but like you said, if we can get the Giants on the helmet, I want that.
That's all I really want, Dash. I mean, shit, you could have pink uniforms for all I give a damn. I just want the helmet. I just want the old school Giants helmet. That's what I want. Yeah. I think it looks, and I know it's because the colors are a little off because that was the 80s issue where they couldn't match. I don't give a shit, Dash.
Yeah.
I don't care. It's what I want. It's what I like. It's what I need. Okay. That's and here's my problem is every year you keep giving me this little tease.
Yeah.
You keep giving me a couple games and
2 games. That's what they've been giving us. 2 games.
Pulling at my nostalgia in my heart. And and all you're doing is trying to yank at my pocket.
But even down to the field.
It works. You see this? It works.
Even down to the field.
I know.
Even down to the field. Even down to the field.
You just playing me. You like some woman that just wants to keep hanging around, acting like you gonna be with me, but you don't really want. You won't stay. And it's like you need to stop playing with me. Like either 100%. You are back or you ain't coming back. And they keep teasing me with it.
Hey, shout out to. Thank you for the generosity tonight, Papa Joe. He said number 43 was my favorite defensive player. When I was a kid, Spider Locker. Good. Yeah. We talking about classics now.
Yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. Like every Giant fan, this is what's great about it. Again, this is why we deserve better. Every Giants fan has something that they really enjoy. There's so much legacy with the team. They have a number that they really like, a player they really like, a jersey. There's so much to unveil. You could talk about it for hours. That's what's great about the Giants. And look, there's other teams that have the same that have a good history as well. But my point being is, Giant fans all think differently and feel differently about many different things. And there's rare that we're ever on just the same page, like that Mount Rushmore thing. I'm sure everybody's got LT on their Mount Rushmore. I'm sure. I think
they should.
Some people might have Eli, but I don't know that everybody would have Eli.
I mean, I would hope so too. Like it's 3 names that should be close to. Like everybody should have at least 2 names that should be the same across the board. I think. Now that 3rd and 4th name, that's when you can get a little creative with it. So, but I mean, LT got to be on everybody's list.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then Eli, to me,
which by the way,
that
Super Bowl 56 jersey for some reason just slaps.
No matter what,
it slaps.
It can be, It slaps so much that every 56 jersey looks good, no matter the team. No matter what.
Don't look good on a basketball uniform, but if it looks,
why the main thing, and it's funny too, because how long ago did LT play? Every time I see the number 56, I don't care what team, in college, high school, I know they wear that 56 because of LT.
Yeah,
and that's it. That's it.
Yeah, it looks good for some reason. That number,
that's a linebacker's number.
It looks good.
I get mad when I see 56 on linemen. When on offensive linemen, I get mad at that.
Yeah,
it's like, no, that's a
linebacker number.
It's a linebacker number.
It's probably the only. Well, no, 52 is a line. I think 52 is a linebacker number. Could be offensive line.
A lot of those 50s though. 50s. It's both. It's both.
Them linemen only needs in the 60s and 70s.
60s, 70s.
They need to stay away from them 50s, don't they?
Keep them out the 50s.
Yeah, they need to stay out of 50. You get 60s or the 70s, and that's all.
67. That's it.
Give me my Texas poker. So what he's a he got a super chat. I'm sure it's a real good Pizzle. When are you going to get your booger eating geek Homer Holmes back in line? He's running the mouth directly. Well, he's a typical Cowboys fan, and that's the problem. Is that all Cowboy fans? Aren't they all the same, Dash?
Yes.
They're all. I mean, like they all have this. They all wear the same damn shoes. They all wear.
I had to tread lightly a little bit because my father-in-law is a Cowboys fan. So I'm tread lightly because I love that man.
Well, listen,
but he might be one of the coolest ones though. And you know what's funny about that?
They
You know
all
what's
act
funny?
the same.
I tell you nothing. He's a Dallas Cowboys fan, right? So I remember first time when I met him. First time I met him, you know, my wife's father. In the kitchen, he had a 86 New York Giants Super Bowl cup. I kid you not.
Okay.
Nobody in that house is a
Yeah.
Giants fan. And I'm like, you got to tell me a story of how you ended up with this cup. Said my father got that cup, and I just ended up with the cup. I'm just sitting here like, even a Cowboys fan got a damn Giants Super Bowl
Yeah.
cup in his pantry. He wouldn't let me keep the cup either, man. I tried to get it from him. He wouldn't let me take it. So
They wouldn't give it to you.
He wouldn't give it to me. He still got it in the cabinet, man. I might try to finagle. I've been married a pretty long time. Maybe he'll ease up now. But we'll see what happens.
Hey, that old 80s Giants merchandise. It slaps. Yeah. It always looks good. I every single time. Now that Super Bowl 21 too. That was the one that Sims went damn near perfect, 22 for 25.
He put belt on.
Yeah, he put belt to the Broncos' ass for sure on that one. And man, those, and it's funny, and that it goes back to my point about Coughlin and Manning, Dash, is that when you look at the Giants teams in the 80s, they had that little window in, you know, there's a window there, right? And then you have the window. The Giants, I think, are the only team that has won a Super Bowl in the last 4 decades.
I know all about the timeline.
Yeah, but about 80s, 90s, early 2000s,
2010s. We got 3 seasons. We got 3 seasons. Yeah. That's it. We got to keep the streak alive.
Keep streak alive.
And also, think about when we win those Super Bowls.
We're the only team that's done that.
They're 4 years apart almost, too.
Yeah. No, I know. Because I said, being a historical Giants fan, history repeats itself for the Giants. They do. Yeah. It's on. It's now. Some of these people will say, "Well, it's rigged. It's rigged. It just is what it is." Like, I mean, it's they know the script, you know. But listen, if the script had us being terrible for the last decade, somebody should have damn told me a damn decade ago. So I wouldn't have went through all this damn pain.
Save your blood pressure and all that.
Yeah, or I'd be 30 pounds lighter. If you know, because I'm an emotional eater. When we suck,
man,
I got to go in there and start digging. You know.
Well, you burn all those calories with the post game videos, man.
I know, but I'm getting older, which means the oxygen is running out the body fast.
Yeah,
you know. So sometimes you get a little, you get a little winded in those post games a little bit. But that's how I feel though, Dash. After some of these games, and I think it's my fault because I take the drug. That is the New York Giants before every game. I can be like, well, we ain't gonna do good this week, and then all of a sudden it's an hour before the game, and I say, oh shit, we're gonna win today.
It's always that way.
By
the time you get to the kickoff, it's okay. Let's how we gonna win this game? How we gonna pull this one off?
Yeah, how we gonna get this one? And then emotion, and then things take over, and then all of a sudden you get pissed and you get mad and especially how we have lost some of these games over the last decade where we've been in so many games.
Well, just last year alone, too.
Yeah.
That Denver, you figure, like you said, you've been a Giants fan for 30 years. It's been 35 plus for me. Yeah. And it's just like that Broncos game, that might have been the worst for me. The worst. I even had Broncos fans congratulating me in the fourth quarter of that game. Oh, you guys got it.
That's hard.
Oh my God, heartbreak.
That's hard. I mean, that's hard. It is. I have watched the Giants lose in the most random ways.
Oh man,
throughout my lifetime, where it's like you can't even count a win until it's final.
You know what my fear is all the time. Is watching that opposing kicker run onto the field at the end of a game. Every day.
They always make it, don't they?
Every time.
It's like Super Bowl 25 caused a voodoo thing. Yeah. Like they always make it then.
I hate it. Every time.
One, Norwood should have made that.
It should have been easy.
Yeah, it should have been easy for him. He should have made that. It's legendary that he didn't.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a legendary miss in Super Bowl history. And I mean, honestly, I don't know how a man lives with himself for the rest of his life after something like that. It's honestly a terrible thing. But they always, I mean, if it's a 65-yard damn field goal to beat the Giants, it's going in.
I'm trying to remember now. For that was their second trip to the Super Bowl, right?
The Bills?
Yeah, that was their set because they lost 4 in a row.
The Bills lost 4 in a row. They went 90, 91, 92, and 93. I think I'm right about that because they lost the Giants.
After they lost to the Commanders,
which was the Redskins, and then there was the Cowboys. And somebody can check me on that, but I'm almost certain that I'm right about that. They went to 4 Super Bowls
4 in a row. To lose 4 in a row that's a different type of heartache.
The Bills are Bills fans. That's rough.
Yeah.
That's a different kind of. I mean, that's like.
Hey, it sucks to be you.
And you know, that's where it's like I have to me as a Giants fan, I think sometimes we think it's the worst of the worst, but there is worse situations than to beat the. You know what I'm saying? For you and I, Dash,
that was the first loss I'm seeing in the chat. The Giant, that was the Bills' first in their 4.
The second one was to the Redskins.
Yeah,
and then I think the next 2 after that was the Cowboys.
Good Lord.
I think that was but anyways, my point
NFC
being
East.
Yeah, they got the whole damn it, except for the Eagles. But my point being is like as a Giants fan, or you and I, we've been Giant fans long enough, Dash, where theoretically, you know, we have seen our team win. I don't know that it can ever get better than Super Bowl 42 anyways. I mean, the only way it could ever get better is we go undefeated and finish and win. Yeah. So
beating the undefeated Patriots.
That it does. How do you ever get any better than that?
With that offense and that defense.
Now,
if I'm those names,
if I'm 12 years old and I'm a Giants fan, I can understand. Well, I didn't get the experience. Like I understand where you're coming from as a young, like if you're a teenager as a Giants fan, I get it because we're going on almost 20 years since that happened, almost. So I understand but I've been Giants fan long enough. You've been Giants, and somebody's where it's like really for the rest of our life, it's really just a cherry on top.
It is.
I'm being honest, I mean,
in my house, I'm trying to get caught up to my wife. My wife's a Steeler fan, like diehard Steeler fan.
Yeah,
she got 6.
Yeah,
I'm trying to get there.
We're not that far. We're not that far off.
We're not.
I mean, we're right there. We're just.
Guess what though? Like I said, if trends happen, we get this next one by 29. You figure the next one that follows gonna be 4 years right after that.
Well, I've always wanted to be equal and pass the Cowboys. That's always
6 too.
That's
what
sucks about
Cowboys
the Eagles.
Cowboys have 6.
They got 5.
5. Okay.
They got 5. I think the
49ers got 5 too, right?
They got 5 too. Yeah.
And then it's the damn Patriots and then the Steelers. Okay.
So I have that's what sucks about this. Eagles are catching us. And I
didn't want to say that. If I was the Commanders, like they only got one more.
The Commanders used to be kind of be able to say that over the Eagles, like, hey, we at least got one. You know,
now they're looking over their shoulder.
Yeah, and that's where it's got weird because you know, and we used to say that same shit about the Eagle, but then it's like, well, you ain't got one. But then it's like, well, yeah, they got one. You know, they got some. You know, and it's happening. And it's like we need to be like, it is time for us to get that Super Bowl in this decade. It's just time. It's time. And I look, I was alive for Super Bowl 21. It's all been history for me to go back and watch it. But I do remember Super Bowl 9 or Super Bowl 25 and 90. I do remember that. And obviously the last 2, of course, I mean the one against the Ravens.
Oh boy, I like to forget about that one.
And that game, Dash, we were dead at halftime.
Oh yeah.
And in Giants fashion, in Pizzle fandom,
They
Giants
reeled you
fashion,
back in.
you had to reel me the fuck back in with the opening
Right.
kickoff of the second half, and then make me say, like,
return.
okay, here we go, like we back. And then you just went and stabbed me right back in the heart again immediately.
I'm trying to remember who was that returned that kick.
Ron Dixon for the Giants.
Oh yeah,
It was
yeah.
Ron Dixon.
There you go.
He was from
There you
Lambeth, from out of he went to a small college in Tennessee. I was number 86. I was all in as soon as he hit the end zone. All in. I'll never forget
Ron Dixon.
Mike
Good Lord.
Barrow and Jamal Lewis meeting at the goal line in that game, and Jamal got the best of him, and I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh my god!" Because I remember 58. I go back on these number things. I loved Barrow.
Yeah.
Barrow. I was a big fan of him and Jesse. And of course, Jesse's ribs were always busted up. Number 98. What a random
98, right? For a
That
linebacker.
was the weird one. Was Jesse Armstead wearing 98 as a linebacker?
There was a
all.
handful of linebackers that wore numbers in the 90s.
Yeah, but my point being is like
Yeah,
that
it's
was
weird.
what
98
was
was weird.
considered weird
That's
in
a
the early
defensive end.
2000s. Yeah, it's a defensive
Yeah.
end number. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And so, anyways, yeah, that game hurt. That game hurt.
See, I wanted to end it with the other before you got into that Ravens game with the Super Bowls and that feeling of getting the next one and all that other stuff. But listen, you know how it is. It is almost tomorrow on the East Coast.
Yeah,
we're gonna wrap this thing up.
Yeah,
Copizzle, man. Fantastic show. Hopefully everybody feels the same way, man.
Yeah.
I enjoyed every second of it.
It's fantastic.
Right.
I mean, are you kidding me? I mean, you
Right.
and me talking Giants football. Where's you gonna get this? I
And
mean,
listen,
this is good quality damn content popping you right in the damn mouth.
I'll tell you this, man. We've been going for almost 3 hours, and we've been over 200 for about 2 hours of that time. So I appreciate the love and support. I do want to the last super chat from Papa Joe. Let me go ahead and throw that out. He said, I waited 30 years from 1956 to 1986 to win another championship. I know he posted all those other, just the regular championships, not the Super Bowls, but just all those other championships that the Giants won before the Super Bowl era. Those count as well.
Papa
Pizzle,
Giant fans like Papa Joe, they matter because the young generation, it's hard for them to understand that this is a winning franchise. But people like Papa Joe they've watched enough Giants football to know that we go through phases. It just happens. It just is.
You know, it's funny because it's like we feel like we've been watching the Giants forever. Then somebody like Papa Joe's talking about 56 and doggone, and it's just like, yeah. Sometimes you got to take a step back and realize, like, but and I got kids again. My oldest saw both of the Super Bowls in the 2000s. My middle son, he saw one of them, and then my youngest one has not seen one yet. And hopefully we can get to that time where we can raise that Lombardi again, man, for sure.
Well, we'll definitely try to reconnect this season.
Absolutely.
And make some more content together. And I'm appreciative that everybody came in here and watched and mingled with us and talked a little football with us.
Shout out to the chat, man. The comment section was crazy.
Yeah, don't get no. Well, it could be Pizzle. This is what Pizzle does. Pizzle brings electricity. What do you want from me? What do you want from me, Dash? I mean, it just is what it is. I'm not saying it's important, but shit, they follow Pizzle. They like to see Pizzle. I can't help it. I'm good looking, Dash. What can I say? But nevertheless, it's football time.
Absolutely, lock in.
You know, it's time to lock in. It's time to either get happy or get sad. You know, it's time to get reeled in. It's time to get going. And so I'm excited, man. I'm ready to go. And you know, it's just to whet the appetite. You know, just to whet the appetite. Just keep it going. So
yeah,
anyways,
we definitely got to get a part 2 going at some point in time, man, for sure. I like I said, and it's funny too because you hit me up. You was like, Dash, man, we got to do a show together. Yeah. And I just like, okay, well, what's your schedule look like?
On a date. I did. I said, hey, what you doing Wednesday night, Dash? You want to hook up? You want to get together? So he said, yeah, let's do it. So yeah, I made the first move on Dash, and he said, yeah.
Oh, come on, man. We're gonna pause that. We're gonna pause that for sure. But nah, man, I appreciate it. Shout out to everybody that hung out with us the whole stream. It was a long stream. It's a Wednesday. I know a lot of people got to
Yeah.
work in the morning. I got to work in the morning. I'm pretty sure Pizzle got to go to work in the morning too.
Oh yeah.
But before we get out here, any closing thoughts before you get out?
Just go Big Blue.
That's perfect right there. Go Big Blue.
Thank you, everyone.
Peace. Man, hell of a show, man.